Good evening to all of you. Thanks for coming today. So my topic today will be conflict management. My name is Sumitra. So today we are going to learn about this very special topic about conflict management. So okay, the learning outcome for conflict management will be define conflicts and understanding root causes of conflicts. Second module will be plan conflict management with maintaining respectful manner via de-escalation strategies. Develop how to intervene by exploring and navigating decision using emotional intelligence. Design Thomas Kilmann conflict mode. They call it TKI mode, and emotional intelligence will be able to overcome obstacles. This is our learning outcome. So now we will have ice-breaking session. So work in a small group in a conversation circle by introducing each other. I introduce again myself. My name is Sumitra. I am from Perak. I am 47 years old. So thank you, Mr. Naren, for coming down, taking the hassle. And Mr. Dominic, thank you. And then Mr. Gandhi, thank you so much for coming down. Okay, can you please introduce conversation circle, or just like this also shouldn't be a problem. Please introduce who wants to begin first.
I am Gandhi. I worked in government service for 5 years, in restaurant for 10 years, retail business for 20 years. Vast experience. So what kind of conflict also I can handle? That's all. What else you want to know about me as well?
Can. You can ask to him anything.
I'm 65 years old.
Still looks young. Look young. 65 years.
Thank you.
My name is Farin. I'm 25 years old. I'm doing my degree in business. I'll be flying off to the UK next year. So yeah, that's
No working experience.
I just had my dad, and I do part time sometimes only, but mostly with my dad.
I'm Dominic. I'm 23 years old. I've just finished my second year in law in De-escalation College. I'll be flying to UK this year, September. So
To further your study.
yeah, for my third year and maybe for my PAL also lah. So I'm from Kuantan, by the way, and
Naren, what conflict? The conflict we'll talk later. Work with participants to respond to a quick question. Options available regarding conflict management solution. Actually, this one is an example. When you hear the word conflict, what is your first reaction? But these five solution example is actually have certain strategy. Yeah, we call it the TKM, Thomas Kilmann. I think maybe you're studying business, right? Maybe under negotiation skill it will come.
I'm not going to the topic yet.
Now you what
Year
are the
one.
topics? Year one. Oh, year one. No.
Yeah.
It's a basic one.
Yeah. Year one is basic still.
Because I did bachelor business admin, I think should be. Maybe now they will put you some very like mild
Mild,
subjects.
yeah.
So when you hear the word conflict, like conflict, there's a conflict happening in your workplace. What is your first? That means the option A, avoid it at all costs. Or you get stressed but deal with it, or face it head on, or is it try to find a win-win solution, or depends on the situation? We'll start with Mr. Gandhi. Which one you will choose? If let's say you already have a conflict,
Should avoid it at all costs.
avoid it all costs. Okay, no right, no wrong answer.
Right? No.
Okay, Mr. Gandhi, go for
this.
this.
Misunderstanding. It's always a misunderstanding. Although there's a breakdown in
That means
communication.
it come under avoidance. There's one mod
Yeah.
big avoidance. Avoidance have okay, no right and no wrong. Okay, never mind. Naren?
For me, depending on the situation, depends on the situation.
Ah,
Okay.
very good. Correct, correct. அது- அதுக்குன்னு, uh, sorry, I cannot speak Tamil. That doesn't mean this answer is much more better than the other answer. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. How about Dominic? Which one
I
you?
also would choose depends situation because like there's a lot of conflicts. Like let's say some conflicts are it would be better if you walk away, if you avoid it. Some of the conflicts it would be better if you like face it and and solve it lah. So I also go for depends on the situation.
Depends on the situation, huh? Okay. So next slide will be the content lah. This is the content. We have four module, but I will actually I'll give you a certificate under I can give under HRDF also lah. I try my best. Okay, this is a very it's a very good module and very good subject actually for you to attend. It's actually after doing, to tell you the truth, after doing this topic, I also learned how to manage conflict. Then only I thought like, wow, there's so many things in conflict. I never knew about this, you know. So the first content, the first module will be understanding conflict and the root causes. That means I will explain about the conflicts and what are the root causes. One conflict, if happens, what is the root cause for the conflict? So I'll tell you about that. And the module 2 will be maintaining respectful manner with de-escalation strategy. De-escalation strategy also is a very, I just learned about it from this topic actually. And the module 3 is determining how to intervene, exploring and navigating decisions. That means how to intervene when there's a conflict, when you should step in. There's not, that means the conflict, not all conflict you can intervene simply just like that, because it will be more, heat up situation. People can just like you. Sometimes we tend to go and touch them. When a person is very angry already, when you touch, they say, "Don't touch me." That it's actually we cannot blame them because they are very like very stressed out already. That time we have to give some gap time. We have to let them go in a different. That I'll come in a topic lah. So the module 4 is a Thomas Gilman conflict mode. We call it TKI. And emotional intelligence. That means emotional intelligence and the Thomas Gilman conflict mode, we combine together. When we combine together, because Thomas Gilman conflict mode have 5 mode. That means like what just now Mr. Gandhi said, avoidance of the conflict, compromising, collaboration, competency. That means compete. They won't give in. I'm the one. I control. I'm the king here, like that. It's more like Hitler. Okay, now we are going to explore the module 1, understanding conflicts and the root cause. So what you will learn in module 1 is define conflict terms. I will explain to you what is the conflict, what is the meaning of the conflict, illustrate the causes of conflicts. There is causes for conflict also. What is the cause? Compare the conflicts, identify the flow of the conflicts, and we have conflict formula. So much of things. Okay, next
What do you
slide.
mean by conflict?
Huh?
Conflict formula.
Got formula also.
What formula?
Later, it will come soon. Okay, define conflict terms. Conflict. What you understand by conflict?
Disagreement.
we do like we find one word for alamak. Okay, okay. Conflict. See what we can think about it. One second.
Challenges.
Hey, correct. Thank you. Challenges. O is
Obstacle.
obstacles. And um, negligence, okay? And conflict. Negligence, can
Can
neglect. Negligence or neglect? It's the same. Negligence. F. I know, but I cannot tell now. You all have to. Then why I have to do the class? I cannot be telling you. Mm. F for
Fight.
no.
can also.
Fight.
Nothing wrong, nothing right. Fight,
Oh, fight is again.
fear, yell.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Mr. Gandhi, from fight happens conflict. Fear? No,
Unless you fear something, then you have like a
Actually, conflict happens when that's. Yeah, I will show you in the next slide also. They fear. They will fear. Because of the fear, they become insecure. Then they will trigger. The thing is triggered. And for conflict, Mr. Gandhi L.
low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Low
Ah, good, Naren. Macam belajar dekat sekolah pula. Aduh.
Insecure.
Insecure, correct. Insecure. Again, C. Competition. No.
Communication.
Hmm?
Communication.
Can also. Communication can. Not correct communication. Using non-ethical words. C. Anybody else? C. Okay, T.
Tactic.
No, Mama, this is not going to be positive, you know. It's not positive. Tactic is something to overcome tactic. What tactic? Bad tactic, Tactic or tension.
Intention.
This one on becomes conflict. Okay. Conflict refers to a disagreement clash between opposing ideas, interests, or individuals. It can stem from difference in values, objective needs, or perception. Must buy the pointer actually, but they said the here cannot use the pointer because it's connected to the conflicts can manifest at various scales from individual to global. They tend to lead physical, emotional, environmental, or other types of damages. So example like roommate dispute, micro, I'm telling for the student especially, or war. macro. That means macro conflict will be world wars involve broad disagreements between nations driven by territorial dispute. Like the India and Pakistan war, that one goes under war, macro. So conflict describe a clash of interests, ideas, and objectives. It may between employees, managers, friends, family, between an employee and a manager. Sorry. So the next slide. So far, you all have any question? Okay, this one is going under the illustrate the causes of conflicts. The root causes of identify the root causes of conflicts. This one look very simple, but it's very important. The first
Miscommunication.
root causes is miscommunication or misunderstanding. Correct lah, goes under communication. What you understand by miscommunication and misunderstanding? Miscommunication and misunderstanding between another party and another party, or between another organization and another organization, between another nation and another nation.
I personally believe miscommunication, misunderstanding is always if it involves two persons, you shouldn't involve a third party into the problem.
Correct.
Because when you involve a third party, that's when miscommunication, misunderstanding happens.
Yes, correct.
Because they'll give their own input and it can be wrong.
They exaggerate.
Always when there's a dispute, you have to have a third person in.
I mean,
Dispute.
Dispute when there's a
But in
dispute,
relationship cannot.
Yeah.
Mr.
We're
Gandhi,
not
can
talking
ah?
about it.
Oh, not relationship.
Okay, about conflict now.
Oh, conflict.
General conflict. You need a third person to come in.
Debate.
Don't you think so, Uncle? If you involve a third party,
You can debate, Dominic. Don't give
nothing to
it.
debate. But when you
Correct.
involve a third party, don't you think
No,
that the
you are thinking in one
You are
direction,
lawyer.
that means you are thinking in a relation.
No, I'm just talking in a general.
Okay.
Like, let's say if you involve a third party, maybe even in friends, maybe in the workplace, like if you involve a third party, the content they give in, maybe they can be a good person, they may be your friend, but sometimes what they understand, even they don't understand properly what is your problem with that person, so they can give some wrong input or misinterpret stuff. Because I personally experience this kind of things, even in my friendships, in my relationships, and so on. If third party came in, a lot of things goes like haywire lah.
I'm talking in management. We have two different managers conflict. The third person has to come in.
Yeah,
Then only he can solve, because he has to listen to your story. He has to listen to my story. And then he has to make a decision, because we two don't agree.
yeah. Maybe in terms of management, maybe it's correct lah. Like because we're still studying in our setting, college setting, school setting, and all this. Like normally people they want to get
Relationship
involved.
cannot.
Yeah. So maybe when we start working, maybe at your age after, maybe we'll think like you lah. Maybe management is different because you're already working, you already experienced, right? And for us, we're still like studying.
Yeah.
So our experience.
That's why your conflict will be different from our time.
Correct. That's true. Yeah.
That's why it all depends on every situation.
Yeah.
All conflicts depend on the situation.
So if like Dominic is asking if his situation, how he will manage means, I think you already know
like
the answer.
For my age people, like my college students and all that, I feel third party shouldn't be involved.
Yeah.
Correct.
That kind
When-
of personal
Yeah.
conflicts should be settled with both of them. You cannot bring it.
Even
Maybe in
though
terms of
with
what
friends
he's
also,
telling, maybe maybe like in this
Management.
setting, management and all this, then maybe it's better to involve a third party to make it easier lah.
Even like in my place, if two staffs fight, we have to
he's
come in.
he's having own shop.
No, we have to
near
come
the-
in. You cannot say both of you solve. Cannot. They cannot solve one. So we have to walk in and tell, hey, look, this is how we work.
Correct.
So it depends on the situation. You cannot just say
And depends on the setting also, the age group and all that.
third person cannot involve. So even both countries, why UN is there to settle them.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like.
Even in I don't know whether I can tell this. They said they don't. They India. They don't want. They not needed any mediator. You
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I actually cannot mention
Country,
here.
the one
I
they
said
don't want anybody.
we
else.
don't want any mediator.
That's why like what he was telling.
Mediator.
It's true.
Mm.
Both of them only solve it. You don't need a third person.
Depends on the person lah. If they want a third party, then they can go to third party. If they want to solve it themselves, if they are able to solve it themselves, they can solve it themselves lah.
That
But
not-
if manager level,
not all conflicts
sir,
can be
manager
solved.
level, if let's say you go and talk it out in front of the management, some maybe if that staff doesn't like it, that means you are the manager.
No. Staff 1 interview, staff 2 interview. You have to listen to his story and then going to listen to another person's story. You cannot.
If that person is not happy, upset,
You
why you
cannot be
went and
upset.
tell?
When you listen to both sides, you will know what is the true picture. Then you call both of them. You must be fair to both of them. You cannot be just listen to you and then come and taro. You cannot.
I think maybe the conflicts that uncle faces, maybe it's professionally. Conflicts
Profit.
that we faces, it's personal.
That's why I say it all depends.
Depends.
Relationship is a bit sensitive.
Relationship,
Very, very
friendships,
difficult,
family.
Yeah.
Family conflict always very difficult.
Uncle, got lah, uncle.
Yeah, but very difficult to handle.
Yeah.
Cannot handle one.
Oh,
That one.
family. Families.
Family is the worst. If you ask
Family
me.
is the
Cannot
worst.
handle
Correct.
one. Even you bring the third
Marital
or fourth person also
conflict.
cannot.
Nothing.
Especially when it comes to this wealth and property, gone lah, uncle.
Oh, seriously, own sister and brothers also fighting.
Fighting, yeah.
That's why you need a third party.
That one is will writing. Third
That's why you
party.
need a third party to solve the problem.
But third
got
party also.
no interest on both of you. The third party.
Third party also will kena.
No, the third party.
Why
will
you?
always
Why
have
you never
no
tell me?
interest.
My father write like this will.
No. See, a third party is always a person who never know what is happening. Just information. See, you must be fair, lah. If it's like that, it's 50-50.
Third party.
It's fair, what?
But I feel when it comes to families situation, we shouldn't bring third party in because the word of mouth will spread very fast,
Word of mouth.
and our family reputation it will,
Yeah, the third party means the middleman must. It's not a relation, no. It must be a third person who does not and does not have any relation with the family. A lawyer.
In that way, yes.
Ah,
Lawyer, yeah, because lawyer is a professional. That's his job.
yeah.
Another lawyer.
That's why I
Unless
say family
Lawyer.
conflict is very difficult. Very difficult to handle.
You're going to become which jurisdiction? That means family law
I
or
haven't
property?
decided yet if I want to take
Mm.
this or not yet. See how it
Oh.
goes lah.
Naren is a businessman, top businessman. Okay, the second root causes of conflict is conflicting interests and values. That means one party will have another interest, another party will have another interest, and values also. Maybe their family values, their personal values. So that's where the cause of conflict will happen. The third one, this one is more to scare resources, is more to countries that have lack of resources of
Same, family
plantation.
also lack of resources. It's still a conflict. True or not?
More like a jealousy
You
lah.
have 5-6 children, you only one house. Sure.
All fight for one.
So the next one is power imbalance. Power imbalance also will have cause of conflict, power imbalance. In family also, if the first child
More power.
is more power, is more favorable, the second, third one all, you have to listen to me. It's like that. One of the example, historical grievance and trauma. That means your past relationship
Yeah, I think this would be more.
effect.
It would apply more to relationships lah.
Ah.
From one on that.
Historical grievance. Grievance means what do you call sadness. The trauma that the first experience, first love is always the unbearable. You cannot forget. Monkey love.
Personal is
But you
always
cannot
the
forget also.
But
I think, sir, you have first love? You
I
had
don't
first
know.
love? No.
Want to
Oh,
talk
that's why
about
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my
What,
God.
30 years ago, 35 years ago?
it long ago.
I see. You're looking at
Um,
uncle, must be very handsome. He's young. Out of this, after him, right?
historical grievance and trauma. Everybody has a trauma from the past relationship or from the past working
The trauma is the
history.
one makes you to make wrong decisions.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the cause of
Right,
conflict.
so,
Like you have abusive parents,
Mm.
your childhood was, not a proper childhood and all that.
all kind of thoughts will come to your mind.
Yeah.
So suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
It
Depression.
will affect your entire life. Even when you're working, it will affect you.
It will affect even after the person becomes a parent
Yeah.
and they have kids.
Also, I feel
It's
I think
like
it
a
depends
circle.
on how fast they can overcome it. Lah. If they can find a distraction to overcome it. Some people they can really overcome it fast.
But
The
some
trauma.
people, when we want to help them also, they are not willing to. Because maybe they don't trust anybody already.
That's a problem because they don't want to go for a third person. Meditator to meditate. That's why you say you are in conflict,
Yeah,
you go and
can also.
speak to a doctor or what. You don't want to go.
But doctor, they will give medicine.
No, that's
No,
not medicine.
therapist, I don't
Ah.
know. Maybe
Physiotherapy is
Ah.
not medicine.
Psychic. Yeah.
psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist.
But psychiatrists mean sometimes they have few sessions. Then only they'll decide whether to give medicine or what. Huh?
But I don't think if maybe when you go personally they might give medicine, but I don't think so if they are couple or with family. I don't think so they do.
It won't be solved within
Ah,
one
ah,
or two
ah.
sessions.
Maybe they have like a physical activity or
Yeah,
like do this activity.
No,
do some
they
exercise.
always ask them the same question. The
Because
doctor will ask them
over
the
time,
same question over and over. The same question.
their opinion and it will change.
Mm.
So when it changes, so they can see there's a difference there. There's changes there.
So the trauma that's also can cause conflict, and then cultural and identity differences. That means I'm from a different culture. Maybe my father is a very, very like
Yeah,
old
Indian
school.
getting married to a Chinese,
Mm.
it's the same as that.
That so they have like my father is different, your family is different, and the
That one
culture
is
and
family, but
identity.
if you in business, it's different. You come from a big organization, I come from a small organization. We have two different culture.
Mm.
It will be a conflict.
Identity differences also. I'm a different identity, you're different. That is more common now. Emotional triggers. It's more to also trauma lah. Emotional triggers. They already emotionally they are very down, and then suddenly a person comes and you are always like this lah. Why you always like you're always like separated. You're
This
not
one,
mingling around.
the emotionally triggers is always when people are set from companies.
You are talking about the more to management.
Mm.
Mm. Management wise, their emotional triggers is also maybe the
They were doing
environment.
very well, suddenly they're thrown out of the company. The boss
Yes.
don't like you.
Or maybe they have a fight in the house, husband and wife, and then comes to carry on to the workplace. It becomes emotional triggers. External factors. External factors also can contribute
External
to.
factor is the third person. The third person involved.
External factors can become a third person.
Normally it's third person.
You mean by relationship or
Yeah,
management?
even in companies, third person, you see, I employ you, there's a spy there.
Mm.
That is external factors which come in.
External factors, lack of trust. When you lack of trust, do you experience this? Normally,
Lack of trust.
normally in
one.
relationship, if they are never
No, in
trust you,
relationship-
they listen to another party.
Okay, firstly, in my relationship, there was no lack of trust because we both trusted each other and we know each other well. Maybe when it comes to friendship, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
I
they
don't
listen
really,
to third party, right?
yeah,
That's when the can comes under external factors also.
I didn't really personally like experience lack of trust lah with my
Mhm.
conflicts, any of my conflicts. Yeah.
What
Uh,
triggers a lack of trust?
Meaning, uncle?
What triggers a lack of trust? What triggers? Why you suddenly lose trust on him,
Like
in
what?
or her?
Oh,
What triggers?
no, he's asking a very general
external
question.
factors. So
Yeah.
external
That's why I
factor
say
can be a
external
factor. So
factors.
because
What
let's say,
is your opinion?
It's true, like external
yeah,
factors.
let's say,
Another person come and tell,
okay, I'll take
hey,
an example of
don't listen
like
to the
I won't,
friend.
I don't take relationship as an example. Let's say friends lah.
Friends,
Okay, let's say friends lah. Let's say me and your son auntie. Let's say for example we are best friends lah. Suddenly someone come and tell her, hey, this guy talk shit about you. Then you know he's your best friend. You won't say example lah, but you'll think why lah? He should talk at least about me.
But I
He
think
don't say that it's about me.
when it comes to this is a different topic. Like never mind. We just if it
Like
comes
if
to
you got no trust in a friendship, you will definitely
yes,
doubt that
correct.
person. Then only doubt comes in. Like so, mostly external factor, like third party also is a source. Lah.
That's a triggers.
Triggers, yeah.
Another one more thing is inherent human nature. Human nature, we all have this way of expressing our trauma, our emotion. That means our human nature is already have. We must do conflict. Conflict is sometimes it's good to resolve some issues.
When it says self-discipline, I always believe that it's the self-discipline of religion. If I say 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. If I say 4 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock. You come 3 o'clock, I have an experience in one Japanese guy.
Oh
He made an appointment at 2 o'clock. I was there at 2:03, he left. I called him, you know what he said? I give you 2 minutes. You are late, I got other appointment to do. I can't be waiting for you. You told me 2 o'clock, I was there at 2 o'clock. So Japanese are very particular about this. Don't play with them. When I go and collect my monthly rental, he said tomorrow 7 o'clock. You walk to the house and before you knock the door, the will open the door. Really, I'm
Yeah,
telling
Japanese
you,
people they are very.
fantastic Japanese.
Okay,
The
next
people never
topic.
twist and turn.
Next topic, Mr. Gandhi. Next topic is compare the conflicts. This one a bit more, like we more or less we know lah. So we have healthy conflict and unhealthy conflict. So parties respect each other view. Parties respect each other viewpoint. Is a healthy conflict. That means Mr. Gandhi's viewpoint respected by Dominic, and Dominic's viewpoint, Mr. Gandhi also must respect.
That's true.
So healthy conflict also comes under calm and non-defensive. You know, right? Non-defensive. Defensive means like you want to treat. That means you want to like fight. Defensive, non-defensive. Readiness to move past the issue and conflicts towards resolution. That means move past the issue. That means the previous conflict, no need to taken care. No, because I see Naren is like, okay, Naren?
Yeah,
Thinking.
Just thinking.
No, readiness to move past, thinking about what? About this.
Then really lah, yeah.
Readiness to move past the issue. That means the issue that is already past, no need to think about, no need to carry forward. It's also
Just forget about it lah.
because it
Move on
will
with other issues.
carry a burden. Conflict towards resolution. That means, okay, this thing is already happened. What is the resolution? Like about the staff, right? Just now, Mr. Gandhi were telling about the manager resolving to. So
They have to move on.
then desire to seek compromise each other. That one also comes under
That's why the third person will want to compromise, ask them to compromise, shake hand, okay, solve, finish.
Then believe the confronting the conflict will benefit the individuals and the team. That means you must confront lah.
Yeah, correct.
Confronting.
I would also. Yeah.
Confronting each other.
Then only
It's
you
much
will.
more.
Yeah, you will get to know the.
It's either benefit from individuals or the team.
Correct. We have to confront.
But if the conflict is involving a team, you have to confront the team lah.
The entire team, yeah. Same like football team or what?
Yeah, correct. The unhealthy conflict will be lack of respect for other parties' goals. Like that means in relationship also, like one party will be interested in going overseas, another party is not interested. Also a conflict, unhealthy conflict. Explosive, angry, defensive, reactionary, react to the situation. Also comes under unhealthy conflict. Focus on winning the conflict itself, not the potential resolution. This is very important. Their focus is winning on the conflict itself, not the resolution. I must win this debate today.
Certain people are like that.
Yeah. Refusal to seek compromise and bullying. This also comes under unhealthy conflict. Fear of conflict or expectation of bad result. Dominic John. Fear of conflict or expectation of bad result. That means bad result. Whatever conflict lah. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is the 5-stage process for conflict. Okay. Let's say this person A, he is not happy at all with person B. He's very angry. The reason of the conflict is he is talking about him behind. Without any, like just tarnishing his image. Can I take your example, Dominic?
Take.
Dominic is, I don't want to use negative words. They are tarnishing your image lah, to Naren. And Naren also is already like influenced because the way they narrate the story, they already like brainwash him. Like he is already very convinced. So the step 2 will be so we must define the source of conflict. What is the source of conflict? That means why this conflict happened. And then you must look beyond the incident and request solutions. Identify solutions both disputants can support and agreement. That means look beyond the incident. Why this incident has happened? Why they have talked about Dominic to Naren? Why? Maybe their main intention is to break your relationship. So the request for solution is both of you sit down and talk. They call it what? Table talk. Identify solution both disputants can support. That means solution. Okay, what are the solutions? Both of you. You must sit down and talk. This one I think cannot lah, third party. But if you really want to another again, that's trust issue. If another party wants to call the another party who have spoken about you and say, hey, no, I don't trust lah. He wouldn't have talked about me behind me. You must call the person itself and 3 of you sit down and identify the request solutions. Why you talk about what is the reason lah? Why they want to talk about Dominic to Naren and tarnishing his image. So they must identify solution both participants can support. So what are the solutions? Then when you are agreeing to win-win solution, then done. Have you had something like that in your daily life, Mr. Gandhi? Always
Normally,
I pick.
working environment we have.
Can you please tell me?
See, both of you are put to the same time will come in 8 o'clock. One will come sharp at 8, another person will come at 8:10, 8:05. So definitely the fellow will say, why the fellow coming 8:05, still the will get the same pay. I don't get the same pay. I have to come and do everything before 5 minutes of work I have to do before he come and do. This is the
So
normal
look-
dispute in working environment.
So when we look beyond the incident, it will be like unfairness, the guilty
Yeah,
feeling.
the other fellow, the person who comes on time will feel guilty, feel what lah. Bad because I have to come and do everything. His job also I have to do.
Not
Then,
fair lah.
so
So-
the boss come in, hey, why like that? So come in 8:05. I came in 8 o'clock, before 8 o'clock I came. But I still get the same pay, he also get the same pay. This is normally so the only problem is to ask him to come on time.
So the request solution is to ask him to come on time.
Yeah.
So identify
So you have to
solution.
take-
Both dispute. Can both of you support?
You have to take an action. As the manager, you have to take an action. Okay, you come
Agreed.
after-
If that person
after
is not
8:05,
agreed, what you will do? You must have
he has
agreement.
to agree what, because he's being paid. If you come after 8:05, we can't pay you.
That's fair lah.
Lose the money. Normally, this is the kind of problem we have.
Yeah. This is the conflict formula. Mr. Gandhi was asking just now. The conflict resolution formula. So, when we talk about past conflict, the conflict is born here. That means the past is already past. So, the unique story live in the past. The story is already past. So these stories are behind us is unchangeable. Whatever happened in your past cannot change. It's already happened. So what we should do? This is the formula lah, past, present, future. So conflict, if the conflict still lives there, just now I told you about the conflict, right? It's still unresolved. So we need to hear each other concern. Each of you have to talk it over again. Hey, I'm not happy lah. I'm still not happy lah. Why, as a close friend, you want to talk about me behind? So he will tell, no. Do you have any proof? Again, evidence of proof. Law.
Law of evidence.
Correct, right?
Correct.
Because
Law of evidence.
when I see in some of the court hearing, they will evidence of proof.
They call that hearsay.
If we don't have evidence of proof, we cannot do anything. He's not guilty, although he's guilty. So that's another topic. We need to hear each other concerns, interests, and needs, and demonstrate that we understand them. So for that, we have to work to share our stories for understanding, and not who is right or wrong. Why don't we? So you must reveal, listen, understanding. The goal is to reveal, listen, understand. Some people will listen, but they cannot understand. We see them like listening, but they won't understand. End of the day, they will ask the same story back because they don't. Actually, they still have the conflict inside them. They cannot. I'm not going to listen this.
Just listen to it for the sake of people telling that.
I'm not going to listen to. I don't trust you. The trust issue comes in. So the goal is to develop a common and shared story that removes barriers and roadblocks. Roadblocks means the block that both of your friendship is having, right? So the future, the path forward is built on this shared understanding. If let's say you already have a conflict, okay, present the conflict is there, you are settling. So look to the future, like what just now Dominic told, they want to go, he and his girlfriend is going to go to overseas and build a life future together and see how they are going to progress, right? So that is one of the very good solution for the conflict, because the conflict impacts here. good. What he's doing is good on Naren. That's what is happening. Even in friendship also, if any dispute, never mind. Just forgive, live in the present. Future, how you want to? Future, you want to be friends with him or no? You still want to be friends with him now because you trust him. You want.
End of the day, it's just that moment of time.
Very good.
Like you say, we brought
Present.
past in,
Conflict
whatever
lives
happens
there.
in the present also, shouldn't forget the past. Maybe today
But the
me,
past must forget because
like
it's
I'm
going to become a grievance and trauma.
like I'm talking about good past.
Oh,
Let's say me and Varin has a good past. We were there for each other. And then one day, touch wood, we have a conflict and we fight. Big fight happen. We should also think about what our past, like how we were before, how we were there
Good
for each other,
memories.
good memories. So that I always also like help us to like, okay, maybe we can solve the problem. We can go back to the old self.
I'm very, very feel proud now. Because my son have this sort of friends.
I mean,
I feel I think I want to cry already now. No, she said can talk anything, but we are talking anything.
We will know that.
No, I mean,
No, because
uncle,
the
to be honest,
mindset,
yeah,
our
in-
mindset.
in our
It isn't going to government department recording, so you cannot say
No, she told what? No, wait.
children grandma, children
No, we cannot talk. Okay, never mind. Dominic, cut the topic. Dominic, tell.
yeah, like even our college setting also, we also like we got a big group of friends also. So often happens conflict with each other.
Definitely, that's
Definitely, yeah. But sometimes we'll think about the past. Like everyone, even aunties, son also. Like, we always like think about okay, we were there for each other.
Yeah.
When we got problem, we call each other. So
Yeah.
that's how it helps lah.
So the future, our aim is to create future of possibility. So resolution occurs when we shift our focus away from the past, fall and blame toward future possibility. Like what just now Dominic told, they are thinking about the relationship, the friendship,
The trauma lah.
is much more important than anything else. So, so activity module time. Use it sound like my college lah. Use A4 paper and write down your biggest conflict challenge in your daily life. This one, it's up to you actually. You want to be, you can write whatever you want. You don't need not to be honest or honest. Maybe something on private, right? Then we brainstorm what was the root cause of the scenario, compare the conflicts, whether it's healthy or unhealthy, correlate the 5-stage process. Just now I show you the what do you call the stage, right? Like define that one, and then present. I will present one quiz. The quiz was in the activity module. Then later after that you can do that. I think it's already all here, right? Let me see my copy. There's my copy. There. Okay, use A4 paper, write your biggest. So you can write down here actually. What is your biggest conflict challenge in your daily life? You can write simply, simple. No need to be so like you have to write so much, right? No need. Brainstorm what was the root cause of the scenario. I can give you example.
Mostly it's fully third party.
Can. Constructive, very like theoretical. You can just write very simple, like one of the my biggest conflict changes. My biggest conflict challenges in daily life is communication breakdown with colleges at work, sometimes misunderstanding, right? Due to
normally
unclear.
conflict starts from misunderstanding,
Mm. But
miscommunication.
you can also write like conflict. My conflict is at my
You have to write
workplace.
here now.
Yes, simple also can. Suddenly also have to write lah, regardless of how many years. Root cause of the scenario. Just now, you can refer this also like identifying the root causes of conflict. Like I give one example, lack of clear communication and differing expectation. When people interpret messages differently, tension builds. Like what Dominic say lah. They, they go and interpret, dia pergi interpret macam lain pula.
Hmm.
Kan?
Betul.
Kita cakap lain, dia cakap lain. Lepas tu tengok dia punya message dah lain. Then stress or workload pressure. Pressure for family also have. The 5 stages is this one lah just now. 5-stage process flow for conflict resolution. Latent conflict.
Sometimes due to wrong instruction also, conflict.
Hmm. Okay dah? Alright, ready? Who wants to present first? No need to stand up or just tell from here. Who wants to go for first question?
What the conflict? Conflict for
Ah.
me is always co-workers lah.
What is your biggest conflict challenges in your daily life?
Co-workers complaining about another co-worker that he's doing all the job, the other person is not doing the job. And this is the same problem I have every day. We have it every day.
Co-workers.
So to solve this, we must give clear instructions.
Brainstorm. How?
Clear,
Clear communication. Clear instruction.
clear instructions. That means your work is this. Okay. Whether you like it or not,
Is it healthy conflict or what? Or unhealthy?
it's unhealthy among the workers. It's also unhealthy for the boss.
But healthy. See the answer.
Compare the conflict whether it's healthy. It's unhealthy actually for the co-worker. So when you give clear instructions, then it will become a healthy one.
Co-workers. But healthy conflicts will come under when you openly discuss, right?
Yeah.
When team openly discuss and differing opinions. Because
when you discuss openly, it becomes a healthy conflict lah. You understand not? It means I trash it out. This is my problem. Who is not doing his job lah. Rather than keep it to myself.
Dominic,
Something?
you?
Me
Naren, Naren, then later Naren.
I'll go for both lah. Friendship and relationship lah. Yeah.
Biggest conflict.
But I think for now, like I said, our setting for our age group it's mostly these two because we haven't started working. So for now it's these two lah. That's what. Not only me, I'm also talking on behalf of all the other college students and school students. All of them faces these conflicts the
Friendship.
most. Yeah.
Okay. So that's Naveen? Naveen?
Friendship, family, relationship.
Hmm. Root cause?
Friendship and relationship.
It's always
It's,
misunderstanding.
no, I'll say something
Unclear,
different
unclear communication.
on behalf of Violence because we all the same friends, right? Friendship, it's more like jealousy,
Third party.
third party jealousy. Relationship is more to like lack of communication, and also the other factor doesn't have to be other. The third party doesn't have to be friends. It could be family also. Like for example, I'll give you a personal thing. Like me, I'm Indian, but my
Oh.
so-called my like
Yeah,
ex-girlfriend, she's Punjabi.
They're very strict.
So you know how Indians and Punjabi, they like,
Yeah.
they don't like each other. They have like, you can't like get together and all this thing. So their family will pressure. Oh, he's Indian.
Punjabi. No,
Yeah. So in order to like to make tarnish my name, they talk all bad things about me, which I don't do. So that's how conflict happens. Yeah. So more to like relationship leads to family conflict also lah.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Third party now.
For him, more to friends lah, friendship.
Yeah. Friendship, relationship.
Friends, because Naren is somebody like can. No, Naren and Dominic lah, same white. So I don't think.
Just jealousy lah. I mean, friendship is for me. The conflict of interest for friendship is
Jealousy.
I'm not too sure, but I don't know how to put it. But there's a thing lah. There's a term, but I don't know how to put it. But I feel it's jealousy lah.
Well, I'll just give like one of the example like it happens in our college lah. Like one of our friend lah, he likes a girl. The girl also likes him back. But another of his friends also likes the girl. So it's like a competition between two. Not just a competition lah. Like your friend is already interested in the girl, right? What as a friend, what you should do?
You should not disturb lah.
Yeah. But what they'll do, they'll try to talk bad things about their friend to the girl. So that the girl start hating the friend and go to the guy.
But how many of them will say like, we both like him. Okay? You also interested, I'm also interested. Who will give in? You think you are giving? I won't give in. You also
No.
think you I will
No.
give in.
He's telling if two friends must give in lah.
Oh, friends will give in.
No friends will give it now.
True or not? True or not?
When it comes to women, is it?
True friend will give
Like
in.
personally,
Not everyone is like that.
Yeah, not everyone. That's why I say it depends on the situation.
Like
Same the
personally,
girl.
if my friend is interested in the girl, I will give it. But if the girl wants me, then I'll go in.
Correct. This is a very good. This is a very quality conflict.
Because I don't want
Very
to
good
uncle.
conflict
I
management.
put my effort, but the girl doesn't like me. She likes my friend. What's the point of the effort?
But this one is everyone the whole time. Everyone knows that girl likes the person
That's
and
the
the
guy,
person
yeah.
the guy likes the son. But this fellow, even that also still came in.
So
Cannot
in
lah.
our terms, uncle, maybe you don't know how we call it in your term lah. But in our term, it's called bro code. Something called bro code. You shouldn't break that code. It's like respect lah.
And then
What they call it then?
Bro code.
Bro code. Bro code.
It's between the male friends lah. Bro code. Yeah.
brotherhood.
Brotherhood kind of thing.
Oh.
So for example, let's say
Brohood.
automatically if Varin has
After Naren tell me on brotherhood, okay.
I'm sorry uncle if I'm talking more to relationship because that's what our
No.
I understand. I've gone through all that.
Yeah.
He's young what? I think now only 20, right?
So for example, like Varin has a girlfriend or even Sai has a girlfriend they automatically become our sister.
Yeah, correct.
We can't be like flirting with them or trying for them because it's our friends like girlfriend, we should be respecting them, the thing. Friendship is also the same, uncle.
Yeah, correct.
But it doesn't happen always the same. Is it?
Yeah.
Not
It depends on the people also.
The attitude.
Attitude, correct. Very correct. The word you said, attitude.
Attitude. So the review module 1, we review first, huh? We have to review. What is the best definition about conflict? Just now I told you. Definition of conflict. What is the root cause of conflict? The 12 root cause, I think. Yeah. And then when we say the conflict is healthy, when we say the conflict is healthy or unhealthy, why the 5 stage phase and formula of conflict is so important, what is your action plan? So going to the module 2, because we have to finish this 6:30. Maintaining respectful manner with de-escalation strategy. This we can use now. It's a very interesting topic actually. So what you will learn in module 2 is definition of respectful manner in conflict scenario, because normally when conflict happens, mannerism won't be there because we escalate, we react in the situation, we become angry. So reason of the conflict escalation by the people, introduction of de-escalation strategy, and what are the techniques of the de-escalation strategy. That's what we are going to learn in this next module. So definition of respectful manner in conflict resolution. So maintaining respectful manner means constantly showing politeness, kindness and consideration toward others, especially during disagreement or tense situation. It involves using calm language, listening without interpreting, and treating others' opinions and feeling with dignity, and even when you disagree. This one, if you practice, definitely all friends or colleague or whatever it is, whatever situation we are in, definitely people will like. Even when you are disagree, Dominic, when you practice all this, people will even when you are disagree. Just now you told us that the parents is telling about
Yeah.
you. So even when you disagree, never mind, you maintain your respectful manner with them.
Yeah, true.
Until at one point they must think like, hey, this guy is actually a very mannerful guy, and his the what do you call the self-respect is there. So the dignity, they feel like, because the respectful manner constantly showing politeness, kindness, consideration, although we know they are talking about us behind, it actually takes a lot of patience. This one actually all of us, it needs some practice of time lah. We cannot change overnight, but things can change if we try. So example, sometimes when have conflict, we will try to raise our voice. Because it's a conflict, everybody raise a voice, right? So you must speak without raising your voice. Sometimes you shout, say, why you go and talk about me like that? But when you're speaking without raising your voice, that opposite party will think, why he's so like calm, he's talking to me, although this is a very serious issue, but he's still like very like calm. So they actually, when you speak very calm, the opposite party, the person who involved with you with the conflict, they will get scared actually.
They're not scared, they lose the battle really.
They will get scared. They scared. No.
They're angry, you're cool, you lose the battle.
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Gandhi. They get scared. Why? Why he's very calm actually. Actually, he's not calm. He's not that type. But he's very calm means so already something is there. So he must be
So
like
always be like that.
the ego lah, the ego. So avoiding sarcasm
I start liking you.
Why?
I don't know why. The way he talks, I like.
avoiding sarcasm or rude comments. When the minute that party already spoke about you and everything. Definitely they are going to.
Last time I work in KFC, the jam always go around, Until you say, Mr. Gandhi is Mr. Cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. Come and complain anything, it's not. Just no. I never give excuse one. Because I know you give excuse, you can never win.
Right.
You can never win.
Just keep quiet lah.
Just keep quiet. Just boss, you're correct.
That's what they say. Even when you are
You must be
disagreeing.
very calm. If you are calm, you win the battle. The blow lose.
Correct. That's what the satu pepatah dalam bahasa Malaysia lah. They say orang yang mengalah sebenarnya bukannya orang yang mengalah dalam what they call it
Pertingkahan.
I forget lah. Orang yang what is that?
I can't remember.
Orang yang kalah dalam satu
Pertelingkahan.
pertelingkahan adalah orang yang sebenarnya menang. So
That's true. I've experienced it.
allowing others to speak and finish their thoughts. Allowing others to speak and finish their thoughts. You let them talk first, let them finish
Yeah.
the thoughts
Next
first.
time will come. Experience, the will come next time. You won't say anything, you laugh at you. Because you go, whatever you say, doesn't work. You come in and you laugh at you.
Responding thoughtfully instead of reacting emotionally. That means thoughtfully. We must, when talking to the opposite party who's already, we have conflict, you must already have your strategy how to handle him ready. Do not react. Of course, we are angry because something is already, the person that we have a conflict. But we responding thoughtfully. Thoughtfully means we must think. You see, you are in the public. A lot of people is watching. So if let's say both of you are sitting here and you are going to corner him, you're going to like scold him, you're going to punch him, whatever it is lah. Punching is very abusive lah. You're going to like yell at him, you must think. The surrounding, maybe the girlfriend is beside him, maybe the father is beside him, maybe the colleague, and all these things you must think about it lah before throwing the words. Don't slip your tongue.
Don't let your tongue slip.
Don't let your tongue slip.
You can slip and fall, but don't let
Thank you.
True.
Correct. One second, please. This one is already coming. Okay, wait. Next.
There's one survey done in Hong Kong. The male, especially bosses who are bossing around, ROE in office one. The girl go back, he's so scared of the wife. The girl do not show the anger to the wife. The girl come and show the anger outside.
Sorry.
Same the woman. Child, they go back home, she's so scared of that
Bilang
food.
macam ni. Okay, terima kasih.
True. They have done survey in Hong Kong. It's true.
So next-
come and shout, so scared of your wife, you're telling me, see?
Secondly, why people escalate in conflict? This one very interesting topic. Why people escalate in conflict? Escalate means right, why people get triggered. Because of, okay, before that we see one video first, yeah. So you'll have more better picture.
Do you ever wonder why that one innocent comment made escalated the argument so quickly? It might be because you were pointing out what you don't want opposed to what you do. When we say things like, "You never talk to me about your day," all they hear is a criticism. So of course they're going to defend themselves. And then you get caught in this cycle and it's hard to find resolution. When you express your needs in a negative way, you're gonna get that defensive response. So instead, what we want to do is turn it into a positive need. But we don't do this because it feels too vulnerable to say, I feel more connected when we share the happenings of our day. But when we transform our complaint or criticism into this positive need, the other person's gonna feel less threatened, less defensive, comprehensive and more open to fulfilling your request.
Okay. You want to see this one also? You can see. One second.
You ever wonder why that
Oh, okay. Never mind.
one innocent comment made
Okay. What do you understand from this video clip? That one argument escalated the whole conflict.
The way
The
you speak,
maybe the one keyword,
the way you speak, the way your tone, your approach
Mm.
to ask about something,
Particular word.
with not proper.
mannerisms,
Mm.
so like,
That's where the communication comes.
Why people escalate in conflict? Because emotional triggers. That means
It's angry, eh?
they might have some emotional triggers. Might he's angry, he's feel betrayed. Sometimes they feel not worthy because maybe the way they brought up, the family used to, father mother maybe used to like always give him one negative comment. You are useless, you're fit for nothing, or like that. And then perceived threat or injustice. That means somebody has threat him. Don't go and tell, or maybe threat of some issues. Maybe he's also fear of something, and maybe injustice. He feel like I'm not fairly
Treated.
people treated me, never treat me fairly. So they feel like injustice in so many things. Sometimes even the society, or maybe a lot of external thing. Maybe internal also he feel injustice for himself. There's more to mental health this thing lah. Poor communication. Maybe they don't have a proper communication with the friends, with the family, with the co-workers. They don't want to talk about it. Maybe they are introvert. Maybe another party is extrovert. Introvert is more like they are very, intro. That means they are very
quiet.
quiet. They won't talk.
Keep it to themselves.
They keep themselves. And then past experience, maybe they don't trust anybody. They feel from the past experience, they feel like everybody is cheating him, everybody is betraying them. And maybe because of need to win or be right. Some people, they want to win only. Need to win or be right. Although they are wrong, they want to
Not to need to win.
need to win or be right. That's why now. That's why the escalation happens.
Need to win, not need to
No,
be right.
need to win or be right.
Be right.
No, that means some people are like that. They need to win.
Yes,
They need to win, or
Whatever you say.
what I say is right. You listen to me. And then social and cultural influences. Influence. It means culturally and socially. Some people, some culture that they. But this
No,
is a bit
culture-
sensitive lah. Sensitive.
I studied the Japanese. The attitude is different.
That
from,
is-
Asian.
But some culture, they are very
Chinese
angry
culture,
lah.
Malay culture, Indian culture, all different cultures. So work in a place, definitely there are misunderstanding.
Yes, correct. Lack of conflict
See,
resolution
Malaysia,
skills.
Saya kena sembahyang 105 kali mana boleh? Macam macam pergi lah kau. Sembahyang 5 hari.
This
It's
sensitive issue cannot talk.
sensitive lah, but I'm just telling one example lah. Like
Lack of conflict resolution skills. What is the lack of conflict resolution skills?
Quiet. Please explain.
React. Let's say let's say now we all here, we are going to eat one favorite food Okay, that person doesn't like the food at all, but he's just sitting there just for the sake of the friends. Never mind, my brotherhood, I want to eat with them. It's okay. Lack of conflict resolution skill, when comes he
Escalates.
escalated already because something happened, he doesn't like the food at all. Suddenly he's, the smell triggered him. That's where he got triggered lah. So he gets angry, he just stood up and went off. So lack of conflict resolution skill. So what conflict skill we should have in that place, in that scenario is, must talk it over lah, rather than just leave and go.
Understanding him.
Because it's a table manners, everybody is sitting there and eating. Correct, right? Okay, next.
Same like
You ever wonder why that one in
both of them go and sit in one table. You like to drink, I don't like to drink.
Correct.
You cannot force me to drink.
Yeah.
No.
Of course.
You cannot force me to drink.
The
You
introduction
must
to
respect me, I must respect you. Oh, you want to drink, carry on. I don't. Okay, it's okay. Yeah.
introduction de-escalation strategy. Now only we are becoming to know about de-escalation strategy. De-escalation, what you understand from de-escalation? Nare?
You calm down the situation.
Nami?
Mm,
Anything, no
Stay-
right or no? No right, no wrong.
at least out of the 2%, like you said, uncle, you stay calm because you know that person want to be calm. So you stay calm lah. You just to be calm lah. Yeah. So basically, staying calm lah.
Mr. Gandhi?
Yeah. That's what you realize. Calm. In any situation, calmness is very important. Very, very important.
I think more than calm, I would say be smart. Because calm is also in a way being smart. Because when someone gets an argument, like you said, they try to win.
Yes.
For you, you don't have to win. You just have to escalate. I mean, just have to de-escalate the problem. So be smart and be.
Who used the word calm? Correct.
No, see, in a situation.
Be smart also correct. Smart.
In a situation, you find, just walk away from him. Tomorrow you go and see me. Okay, I'm sorry lah. I lost my temper. He will tell you like that. True or not?
Yes.
Depends, uncle. Some of them are.
Some of them sure they won't ask apologies also.
I don't know.
Some
My
of them
experience, I think, you just walk
until
away like that and tomorrow you come again.
Some of
Not
them ego
Even
very
gangsters, I've experienced it with gangsters. Chowki Road area gangster, came and told me I'm sorry. To me,
What did it, uncle?
the fellow came and, I tell you one example.
Example.
He came and bought 1 barrel of chicken.
can you come here and tell?
No. This one discussing here.
Okay.
He bought a barrel of chicken, 12 midnight.
Okay.
Chowki Road, Rajalaw,
Then,
KFC. Rajalaw, KFC. Got a massage full upstairs, he was a gangster. Around 1 o'clock, he brought back the chicken. Say, I want the chicken. They exchanged with me for beer. And actually, I don't know who is he. He told this guy, come right and change. I said, I cannot change. Hey, you tahu tak? Aloy punya lah, Aloy. I said, siapa Aloy? Siapa Aloy? Ini ayam saya tak boleh angkat balik. So expire. Hey, Aloy punya lah. I said, no. About half an hour later, the bird came down. You know what he did? Took the chicken, he threw in the restaurant, right?
Inside KFC.
Inside KFC. He threw the 21 pieces. Boom! Everywhere I fell. Was sitting and doing my paper. I think it was about 2 something. He came to the table, he knocked it. Boom! I got scared really. I just stand up and he walked away. I was calm, very calm. And that morning, 7 o'clock, we will go back. Our shift finished. Came down. I lost my temper, he said. Big gangster, from that day, whenever he see me, boss, he said that. So I say, very important, it must, in any situation, become. But then that time I was assistant restaurant manager. The manager came, I told him, last night, he said, oh, you, that fella, change lah, don't care, change. Whatever Allah ask, give. The big gangster, I will say. Chakir Indian big gangster.
So the de-escalation, how you de-escalated the situation?
Yeah, become lah.
Calm.
Become
Because
any
that's
situation.
one of the one of the key point here. That's why be calm.
Become, relax.
Hmm. So
Don't take into anything, don't take it personal. That's all very important.
even
Don't-
Mr. The great Mahatma Gandhi also, he's also very calm. He's a father of
Malaysia.
very calm. And the British and all these things. One of the example.
non-violence protest.
He was very, very patient. How he was that patient, I should learn from. Okay, why
His
it
will.
matters?
His will.
His build. Why it matters?
Not everybody can have it.
Gandhi sir, why is it matters the de-escalation, Karin and Dominic? Because prevents conflict from spiraling out of control. That's why be calm. Protects relationship and trust. Creates space for resolution, not reaction. That's why they say don't react to the situation. Promote safety, especially in high stress environment. Promote safety because sometimes when the person is already agitated, wants to beat, it's already like physical. Must be very careful. Promote safety, especially in high stress environments like workplace, schools, healthcare, public settings.
Some people like temper, whatever he can find, they take it away. Very bad, the one.
This is the technique. One of the technique is remain calm. 5 purposeful actions. Wow, good lah, Mr. Gandhi. Remain calm. Respond tips and reminders to help stabilize tense or stressful situation. Be calm.
Change the setting. You just walk away. Walk away.
Be calm doesn't mean we are afraid. They might think, oh, he's afraid of me, lah. That's why he's calm. He's wrong. That's why he's calm. No. Change the setting. If possible, remove people from the area. Sometimes they want to, fight each other. It's already
That's why I say
physical
walk away
violence.
lah. You walk away.
Walk
It's
away.
everything settled.
This could involve parties to the conflict and onlookers. Maybe some people come and trigger. You go and beat him, go and punch him, and like that. So change the setting, bring him somewhere, respect personal space, maintain a safe distance, and avoid touching the other person. That means physical violence, no physical violence. Active listening, de-escalation. One of these main technique is active listening. Give your full attention, not ask question, avoid changing the subject or interrupting. You must listen to what the party is telling. Although you are not agree with them, you just listen. That's how we can de-escalate. If you really want the relationship, you can do all this. And then empathize. Present genuine concern and a willingness to understand without judging. Don't judge the person. Empathize, empathy. Maybe feel pity. Maybe his situation, maybe the way he brought up, maybe the way the other party told him, how they narrated the story. We are not there. We don't know what happened. That's where the communication skills comes in. That's another topic. So the communication, when one person go and tell to another person, this person will go and tell to another person. Ended up, it will come a different story. He will tell, today I cook chicken curry. And this story will go narrate. End of the day, he say, hey, no lah, today she never cook at all in the house. This is how the communication breakdowns come. So always You must see on your own eyes, listen on your own ears, then only you believe. Evidence. Evidence of proof. That's why they always say evidence of proof. Huh? One of
Burden
the,
of proof.
what they call it, the terms in the law?
Burden of proof.
Burden of proof. Oh, yeah. Burden of proof of existence.
Burden of proof.
Existence.
Proof
This one.
lies on you.
Existence.
Lies on you.
On the defendant. So the defendant is basically the victim lah. No, not the victim. In the court, the victim of the court lah.
Again, de-escalation.
Sorry?
You are innocent until you are proven guilty. Correct. But in discipline, it's not like that. You are guilty until you prove yourself you are innocent. It's two different things.
De-escalation. Okay. I think this is the last slide for de-escalation. Remain respectful and courteous. Address the individual with civility, and use phrases as please and thank you. Like please, thank you, and all these things. So the verbal communication, when you do de-escalation, the verbal communication is very, very important because you're doing verbally communication. So what is the verbal communication? What is the body setting and all these things is tone, volume, rate of speech, inflection. This is what we call verbal de-escalation. That means the tone will be slow, volume also slow, rate of speech must be very like slow, confident, but strict. Inflection, how you inflect to the situation. So this is what verbal de-escalation. Sometimes when we are angry, we cannot follow all this because you see, when you are somebody that I love so much, you are somebody that I trust, but ended up like this, you get very escalated because maybe the relationship is there, maybe they love you so much, you also don't know. That's why when it comes to relationship and things like that, it's very hard to, but still then it all depends on the relationship. If you really love the person, you must be willing to do all this.
In conflict, you cannot bring all this. Relation conflict. It won't work.
This one is more to management. But can in a relationship, is it? But
Very
long in the
difficult,
long,
very
win-win
difficult.
solution. That means two party also must do. It's not only compromise. Correct. Nari, no, compromise. Very good word, Tikai. And it comes under Tikai model. Tikai model. Okay. Instead of saying, some people will say, calm down, calm down. They say, cannot. Instead of saying, calm down, they must try to say, I can see that you are upset. So, who can finish the word? I can try to see you're upset. But now, we are in the public. So, everybody is watching. Maybe you can tell like that. Other than that, I can't help you. When you tell somebody who's angry like that, what you feel? I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't help you.
Can help you.
What is thinking?
See.
Here he must
I
tell.
can see that
Try.
you're upset. How can I help you? You're upset, or how can I help you?
Can. But here they already have, I want to help. What can I do? If they say, I want you to shut your mouth, then shut your mouth. Also can. Correct, right? Sometimes they will tell like that, right? If you shut your mouth, it's okay. Don't open your mouth. I know how you feel. Sometimes when you go and tell like that, now only I also learning a lot of things. I know how you feel. When you tell like that, people don't understand. Say, I know how you feel.
This is actually, you must put yourself in his position, then only you
Actually, you
that
must.
point of time.
Gandhi sir, actually you must tell, I understand that you feel betrayed, but you value your friendship, you value your relationship more than this conflict. This conflict today will end. Another coming 5-10 years, when something happened to your friend, you'll be thinking, why not that day I fight with him? It's a very small issue. Now my friend is this thing will haunt you until this thing is my own experience, you know. So still like why I never go and talk. It happens with my own father lah. So it haunted me. So and then another one more is come with me. Come with me. They say instead of saying come with me, you should say, may I speak with you? So they'll be thinking, hey, why is he asking permission to talk to me? So that means he's respecting me. Maybe I'm very angry now. If he say, no, 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 I cannot speak with you right now, you respect his decision lah. So when can you speak to me? I'm here waiting for you. Okay, give me 5 minutes. Normally they'll take, give me 5 minutes, give me 10 minutes. Normally they'll tell like that. So this is how we must communicate. The tone, volume, rate of speech. Speak slowly through, not talk slowly. Not too slowly, because it is soothing. Be aware of emphasizing words or syllables, as that can negatively affect. Sometimes when you speak very slowly, it is soothing. Slowly you tell the person, they say, why now I'm shouting? The person is telling me slowly. What I'm doing also, they feel guilty. What I did also wrong. Why I shouting? He's talking very softly to me. End of the day, he will feel guilty. Okay, it's going to finish today. Okay, right. Rules, de-escalation techniques again. Rules of body language. This is a good body language actually, because we must beware of our non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means our body lah. Sometimes when that person is angry, we cannot go like trigger him more in a way like some people go near, you know. He's already escalated. You go near some more, he will definitely want to, like, he's going to hurt me. If that person doesn't know you lah. That is what they said, beware of your non-verbal communication. Ensure your tone, facial expression, body language and gesture. Remain calm and empathy. Like, you try to, not like this, like try to show them that you are in a position to help him, not to challenge him. So sometimes in some situation we might be like, you know, what they call it, eye to eye communication is important, but if let's say that person is very angry, he will be thinking that you're going to like calling him for fight. Oh, why is like this? You know, I'm angry already. He's already in a, he's guilty, but he's, you know, gesturing as though he's not guilty. So keep a relaxed and alert stance off to the side of the person. That means you must side, not directly with him, because he might be thinking that we are going to oppose him, going to beat him or something like that. Keep your hands down, open and visible at all times. That means not like this. Maybe he thinks that we want to, you know, we're having some weapon or something like that. That's what they're trying to tell here. Use slow, deliberate movements. Slow, deliberate, not very like actively. Like, maybe that person is having anxiety. We don't know. Anxiety people is very, very, very hard to deal. Anxiety people,
You need to go for treatment.
they will think that person is going to do something with them. Maintain a neutral and attentive facial expression. Neutral, no need to do like No need to smile. No need to tease him. He will be thinking, why he's teasing me. Okay, the bad body language is standing rigidly, directly in front of the person. Come, Mr. Gandhi, I show you. I want to show you.
Not direct.
Stand there.
That
Pointing finger, stand
is
writing.
wrong.
Point finger to me.
Uh,
Cannot. Excessive gesturing or pacing. Excessive gesturing or pacing.
Or faking smile.
Making a smile. Excessive gesturing or pacing. What like that?
That is wrong. It's not like the other person don't increase his voice. People will not increase their voice.
Okay, activity module 2 is going to finish. In a small groups, please discuss what's the accelerating situation or conflicts has ever happened in your life.
School or family.
Again, discuss what's escalating the situation. What can be done? What strategy will you use to escalate? Role play.
Become.
Act out the scenario and debrief. Example scenario 2. Two co-workers agreeing because one feels out of project. Tension is rising. Who wants to role play this? Okay, come do with me. Then come. I'm
Do
here. Role play.
Don't play what?
That means
What situation?
two co-workers are arguing because one feels left out of a project. I think you know this better lah. Tension is rising. Voices are getting louder. So you are voice getting louder.
You're supposed to send the report to me. You have not sent yet.
You don't want to come here. Okay.
I can. I get screwing from the boss because of you. You did not do your job.
I keep calm. I am smiling.
It's because of you. I get demoted. You know that or not?
It's been always I'm the one who's doing.
Yeah, lah, but you did not submit it to me.
I already
You
submit.
delayed.
I already
You
said.
delayed.
I already
You
submit.
delayed. Yeah, you delayed. It's supposed to be on Friday.
I always submit direct to the boss, but I didn't do it because I must do. You won't do once also.
I have to
Now
check through.
I think only once or twice you're doing it.
You are below me. You are supposed to send it to me.
Oh. Okay. So maybe afterwards you can. Now you have to write what's the escalating situation or conflict has ever happened in your life. Okay, never mind, right? We just ask lah.
A misunderstanding like normally it's that lah. Family
This
also
one, no
misunderstanding.
need to tell about your own experience also can. Tell about fake, We start with Mr. Gandhi.
What is that?
Escalating, what are the escalating situation you ever occur in your life? Dan betul-betul macam, it really affects you. Really like the KFC, the person who came.
The one gangster one. No, I already explained to you all. It's not real.
So
Only
what is
like
that?
that-
What is the conflict? What is the escalating conflict? You can tell about your relationship? No, I cannot force you anything.
Relationship, nothing.
Dominic?
What escalates?
Uh,
I think the way you talk, lah.
mm,
Maybe you have to be respectful. If you're rude, or silap cakap or something, then it might escalate.
what can be done? What do you think can be done to the person?
Like you said, always have to be calm when you talk. Like, always think what you talk. Yeah. Doing like ensure you're
Tongue
In any situation, if you come, in restaurant, I face so many customers, no problem. I'm always come and tell the customer, don't worry. Everything can be solved. One time, one family ate pizza. Cheese, when you keep cheese very long, you smell very bad,
spoiled. Lah.
Spoiled.
That's why you can tell that also. Now you're telling.
Serve the sandwich, I don't know how one small piece was there. It's smelly. Like thick body smell, I don't know how the staff sent it to him and already halfway eating the bird complete. family team. Stop the, at the time I
What
already
was
going
the
down my way.
escalating situation conflicts happened there?
It's the cheese lah. Cheese was the problem lah. The fellow got very angry because he said, oh, my son going to have purging and all that because of that. I said, "Boss,
Disappointment of the customer, right? Dissatisfaction.
So how I handle the situation. Spending, I told him, boss,
Yes, how you handle this? Correct.
don't worry. Any problem, you come and see me. We have a panel clinic. Huh? We'll handle everything. Don't worry about that. This food is free on the house for you.
Right.
So really matter what? People became very happy. Oh, very good, lah, boss. Because free food. And I told my staff, prepare another 2 pizza for him, take back home. He never come back. Huh?
No,
No. He will come back, we complain. He will never come back.
you feel
Next
satisfied.
time you come after 2 months, he came back again to the restaurant.
Better be paid lah.
He paid. Very happy lah.
Happy lah, yeah lah.
This small complaint only. So I say, in any situation, if you are calm, you know how to handle the blur, easy.
Smart lah.
Yes, that's one of the strategy in escalation. So just now review
You
model,
don't argue with him. You can never win with him. You can never win with him.
remain calm.
You can never win with the customer. Right?
Customer is always right, right?
It's not always right. Customer
My
is-
ex-boss told me, customer is always
right.
Ah.
It's not always right.
Ah,
Two
So-
different things. So you cannot say always right.
yeah.
Two different things. I give you two scenarios. You come and tell you, hey, I bought this pizza there for 5 ringgit. You're selling me for 25 ringgit. So you are trying to say the customer is right. No, isn't it?
Mm.
The customer is right. It's not always right.
So review module 2. What is just now? What is the meaning of respectful manner in conflict scenario? Just now we learned about the respectful manner, right? Why people escalate in conflict? What is the definition for de-escalation strategies? What are the techniques of de-escalation strategy? Do you have any questions? All okay so far? Do you have any questions over here? Anything can ask? No. Anything? The techniques just now we learned already, right?
Yeah. Module 2. There's 2 modules to go.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, next module is determining how to intervene, exploring and navigating decision. It's actually 3 things here: navigating, exploring, and intervene. So in module 3, what you will learn in module 3 will be recognize key moments to intervene, understand your role in conflict resolution, analyze the situation objectively, apply practical decision making tools, can balance empathy with assertiveness.
Module 3, yeah.
So recognize key moments to intervene.
Intervene or interfere lah.
Intervene, all same. Okay, when recognize key moments to interfere or intervene. When there is a drop in teamwork or productivity, that's when you must intervene. Repeating disagreements repeating in a workplace lah. Then tension in tone or body language, that means they are going to fight. That means you have to intervene. This is they are telling us the points, recognize key moments when we want to intervene. So when tension in tone or body language, we must interfere. Knowing when a situation becomes a problem and acting fast before becoming worse, maybe for instance, if our workplace is already caught in fire, so we must know how to work fast. Maybe we use the fire extinguisher like that. And maybe this is, we are talking about recognize key moments when to interfere when there is a conflict. When there is a conflict, when you want to interfere, when drop in teamwork or productivity, drop in teamwork or friendship drop, or you must interfere already, must go and table talk. Tension in tone or body language, knowing when a situation becomes a problem, or acting fast becoming worse. That means when there's a fire, you need to act fast, you need to use whatever precautions. When the silence or sarcasm or withdrawal, that's when you have to intervene in a relationship, in a conflict. One person dominating of others feeling ignored, or someone looks uncomfortable or treated disrespected, that's when you have to intervene. So you must understand your role in conflict resolution, what it means. Knowing your position in the situation, in the conflict situation, and responding based on your level of responsibility. For instance, a floor manager. As a floor manager, you must a question to ask yourself: am I directly involved in the conflict? Let's say in a relationship or in a productivity, am I directly involved in the conflict? If a floor manager is a different story, you have to intervene, right, Mr. Gandhi?
Yeah.
Am I a neutral member, team member,
You
team
must be
leader, or HR
a neutral
representative?
member, lah. You must
If
be
you're HR representative,
and you should be a neutral person also. Normally they will look for a neutral person, even in the HR department.
for what conflict?
Any conflict.
If let's say both of them are fighting.
Stealing.
Mm.
Normally the HR department will appoint another person, he won't go on. He will appoint another person, neutral person,
To
or a
survey,
security person.
to survey the
Not
scenario.
survey, to interview the person.
Yeah, to survey the scenario, whatever happened.
Mhm. What authority or boundaries do I have? Should I support, meditate, or
They will
escalate?
not based on the person who brought the complaint.
If
Say,
let's
I
say in
complained.
BAC, something happened, very big issue, something about to do with the student, who should intervene? Huh? Wali? Like something to do with the student ID has been suspended, for instance.
The management.
Management, right? So who should be involved in this? Financial, finance, financial pula, finance, financial pula, finance.
No, you go to the coordinator, then the coordinator will check what's the issue.
Arvin,
See, I told you, forgot about it.
that's it lah. He keep quiet. People who keep quiet, I memang tak, memang diam-diam ubi berisi Duh, susah nak cakap. Your role, your role might to be, okay. This is very important. Your role might to be, let's say a working colleague lah. Working colleague already have problem. So you listen and support your teammate. And then facilitate a safe and respectful conversation. Maybe he is fighting with somebody else and he's going to punch him. There's going to be a physical attack there. So you bring him, calm down. You listen to him, support the teammate, facilitate a safe and respectful conversation. Speak up if someone is being mistreated. If someone is being mistreated, you must speak up. If someone speak up, that means you must ask the person, why are you, somebody is mistreated you or what? Why are you feeling like, why you are escalating, why you becoming very violent? Refer to HR policies, HR or policies if the conflict is serious. If let's say already physical, already have wound and marks, how? Mr. Gandhi?
HR policy,
Hmm.
terminate.
No lah, I think
No,
yeah lah,
if it has
if
come to that
if
extent, if they
violence.
without, violence, really,
Is it
HR
first?
that's why they say HR policies. Normally, HR policies they will
Yeah,
terminate.
it depends on the company. When we sign the contract letter, they have some policies. You are born
Because
to,
once
you are born to void
once
the contract.
you already fight in a
You
company,
born to void the
they
contract.
will terminate both of you. They won't say you are right or he is right. You fight, both of you go. To be fair, that's why they won't fight one.
Yeah, sometimes
It
they
will be written clearly in their,
offer letter.
policies, company policies.
How about the offer letter? They also have like the policy. You are bound to terminate in law terms. You are bound to when you already signed the contract. The contract is void. If you must agree to the terms and condition of the company, right?
Correct.
Law.
Correct.
So simple tip. You don't
like
have to.
HR department of policies, you don't come for work for 3 days. The company can terminate you.
Without any
Without
cause.
any notice, any cause. They don't have to give you a reason to terminate you. If 72 hours you don't report for work. But say he can't reach the HR department, he reach some other people, call and say I cannot come. They will accept. If you don't call the company in 72 hours, you'll be terminated. But there is a loophole in it. Say one, for instance, after 72 hours he come and punch the card, you cannot do anything to it. That means the HR department plays a very important role. 72 hours you don't come, he has to take out the card and keep in his office. So he don't allow you to punch. If you punch the card, null and void. So you cannot take any action. You only can cut his pay for 3 days. So that's a loophole. So this kind of policy, that's why I say it depends on HR policies.
Refer to HR or policies if the conflict
HR
is
manager can decide for that. HR manager can decide
for what terms?
for not doing his duty.
No, after 72 hours he is already it's not his concern.
Who?
The HR
HR's
manager
policy, HR's work is there to do. After 72 hours, he did not turn up for work. It's his work to take out the card from the punch card.
But if let's say
he did
ada
not
berapa minit, berapa second saja, that's not agreeable.
No.
Then
the company
after 72 hours only, Mr. Gandhi, you have to take the card. If let's say got few minutes, what you'll do?
I mean,
he can sue him.
He come and punch for that day lah. You should not allow him to come and punch for the day to work. Understand? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday he cannot punch his card. That means Wednesday night you go back.
Thursday.
Wednesday night he go back. You take the card and keep.
Yeah, if Thursday he never take the card, he is wrong.
Wednesday night he must take and keep the card.
That's why I'm telling.
That's why it's Thursday he come, definitely he'll come early and punch the card.
Wednesday night you already go back, but before that, the evening before he goes back to the house, he must take out the card and keep.
That's why the HR department's mistake lah. Yeah, in a sense.
Betul. Simple tip, you don't have to fix everything in life. Just recognize the moment and respond with awareness and care. If you want the relationship, if you secure the relationship, you just have to analyze the situation objectively. This one is my very, very favorite. You know why? See, objective, analyze the situation objective, or you want subjective. I know some of you, I cannot tell like that. Some of us, even me also, sometimes we will take for subjective. That means objective. What is this situation objective? Objective. Okay. Objective of a person of their judgment, not influenced by personal feelings or opinions, but it's considering and representing the facts. But whereas subjective is based on influence, that they already have a mindset about these people, and whatever personal feelings, tastes or opinions, his views are highly subjective. That means They are influenced by his character. That is subjective. So which one you choose? Objective or subjective?
Subjective.
Subjective, Naren. Why? Based because they are influenced by personal feelings, tastes, or opinions. Oh, okay. Okay, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Dominic,
I'll go for objective.
objective. Not
It
influenced
should
by
be
personal.
true, right? What you say is true. It should not be influenced by anything. Should be objective.
Mr. Gandhi,
Should be objective.
objective.
Subjective is something like
No,
now,
maybe
one,
Naren is telling like that
one
because
simple
he's
example.
for him for
After
personal
90,
feelings is more important.
he stole the government money, people's money, but all the Malays are still supporting him. That is objective.
Orang government, orang government.
Should not use personal feelings.
Apply practical decision making tools. Another one more. We're going to finish. Apply practical decision making tools. Okay, what is the practical decision? Practical tools and techniques. This one is also very interesting. Stop and think model, which means stop. Step back, think about the facts, observe behavior and patterns, plan the best. Stop. Step back. Step back. Undur balik. Think about the facts. Observe behavior and patterns. And patterns. Plan the best.
Next step.
This is the practical tools and techniques for one of the practical tools and techniques for handling conflict. So step back, think about the facts. Think about the facts of your relationship, of your workplace, of your future. Observe behavior and patterns of the opposite party, how they are behaving. Is it safe behavior? Is it healthy? Then plan the best next step. What is the best next step for your future relationship, future undertakings, future plans? So another one is 3W check. Who is involved? What's the issue? Where is the right time to act? So if let's say just now Dominic were talking about the who is involved or affected. Both of the party must sit and talk. What's the issue? When is the right time to act? For you, that means when is the right time for you to solve the problem? There is no right time. Any time is a good time, but sometimes you have to give yourself a break time, a cooling period time. They call it cool off. Even in relationship also like that.
Cooling off time. What is it called? Contract? The contract agreement.
Which one?
Cooling period, as they call it.
What is that, Mr. Gandhi?
That is the
Cooling period. Cooling period. Yes, I think so. Cooling period. Cooling period of time. If I'm not cooling period lah. So the traffic light method. Green means minor tension, informal chat. Still can save the relationship. If yellow, ongoing situation, facilitated dialogue. If red, serious harm, it's already like more to violence already, and policy issue. This one you have to escalate to the HR. You have to inform the HR. That means it's more to the workplace. So impact versus urgency grade. What is the meaning? That means if high impact and urgent, you must act now to the situation, to the problem. If low impact and low urgency, monitor for now. That means the conflict that you are having now, is it high impact or urgent? Some of the conflict you need to resolve faster. Some of the conflict you still can monitor.
Time, yeah.
Low impact and low urgency. You don't like take a very hustle decision because
But sometimes when you monitor also,
mm,
it's going to impact higher in the long run.
like how? Tell me the maybe give example, but don't if you don't want to reveal, you just give like very simple.
Okay, like
Maybe all of us can learn.
maybe let's say like for example, we go into health wise lah, okay, this is an example. So like now we know you're not feeling well already. You know, some of us are very how to say stubborn. I don't want to go clinic. I don't want to go clinic lah. Then I say monitor for now. Then after that, when you go after that something big happen already, then you want to go to clinic.
That one is more to mental health issue, right?
Yeah.
That
I mean,
one can.
But what I mean is
That one cannot lah. That one cannot. That one
it's
must.
just example lah. But in other issue maybe okay, let's say conflict within friends, one fellow will come and tell then or anything happening within friends also, I feel you straight away go and ask them, it's more better. If you monitor, add on stories or add on from other people. Then after it will have very huge impact.
Yeah, so it all depends on the situation, what kind of conflict
Yeah.
it is. That's why I say if it's low impact, we give time.
Yeah, that's why.
High impact, like health, you say, you have to immediately go.
Mr.
Right?
Nani, let him finish.
Okay.
That's why, like how to say, depending on situation, that one also yes. But I feel that what I personally feel that in every situation, the more you monitor, you'll eventually have a huge impact in the long run. That if you just act now, it's better in every way. I feel that's what I feel lah.
Correct.
Because actually, if you really come to think about it, means the more you monitor, the future.
That means it comes under low. That means it's not low impact. It's already high impact urgent.
Yeah.
That one must act now. But if low impact, low urgency, monitor for now, that situation cannot fit in.
Yeah.
Because that
The
one,
pros and cons to it lah, to be honest.
or this one, low impact, low urgency.
Like everything.
Or low impact, low urgency is not for many serious
Situation,
cases lah. That means it's already high impact. Mr. Gandhi, you want to tell something,
No,
right?
It's correct what he's telling. It depends on the situation.
What do you think is low impact and low
high
urgency?
Impact, that means, say for instance, the both of them are really fighting in front of them. It's a high impact.
Like, yeah.
Then somebody come and do it, they say yes, they are doing that. That one is a low impact. Wait and see lah if they argue again or what. It is low impact. High impact is immediately you have to do something. It all depends on every situation. All because
Correct.
I got a very good example for the monitor now, low impact and low urgency. So like this 2 days ago, one of my friend met in an accident, but nothing, no harm, nothing lah. So when you're in a certain housing area and certain place, so this one happened near Subang Taman one Subang nearby there. Met the accident already. So we got our own tow truck train. We plan to call this one. So
Oh, is it Abi?
huh? Not Abi. So then after that, some area boys came then called their own tow truck and all that.
Because
Okay.
of that area lah.
So we thought monitor was we used to never ask them to call anything, and because we know them also, so we were relaxing. But then my friend's girlfriend was a bit this one lah,
Stress up.
no stress and all that. So she was because of mother's car and the mother is not around, and it was in the early morning 2 o'clock. So these boys tried to help, but we don't know these boys. Only one fellow from the boyfriend knows. Then we monitor. The girlfriend is already stressed. So the girlfriend telling to her boyfriend that, can you ask them to go on? Can you ask them to go on? Why are they here and all that? So then the police all came. Then they were talking, and the girlfriend's mouth also was very harsh. So lah, can you ask them to go? They are not involved in this. Right? Can you ask them? Then suddenly this fella started shouting at her, talking bad words to her. We came to help only, right? Why? And all that. But the police officers are telling them to go, but they're not going and all that. So you get what I mean. So if you monitor, suddenly it became a huge fight until the police got that fully. You get what I mean. So if you at that time itself, like told the fellows, okay, bro, you helped us out, thank you. When it remains, what will happen now? Nothing will happen, right?
Correct.
But that situation is a different situation.
It's already high
Once
effect.
this is an unnecessary.
Yeah.
Tarik kereta beliau.
So balance.
Itu boleh selesai ni. Oh, that means.
So we must balance empathy with assertiveness. That means what? What is this actually? Empathy. Empathy, being kind and understanding, being very empathy about other needs, while also being clear and confident. Assertiveness. That is what you must be. Assertiveness. That means you must clear and confident about your policies. Some people, we empathy about them, but sometimes our policy and our standing of values is also matters. We cannot give up that one also, just because we are pity of them. So we must stand for ourselves, but that one must balance. So being kind and understanding, empathy, but also being clear and confident. Clear and confident when managing conflict. That means you must clear and confident about your stand, and at the same time the other party also, you are also empathy about them. So you show you care about how people feel, but at the same time you are also must be value about yourself without avoiding what needs to be said or done. So empathy means listening and understanding the conflict of the opposite party, but at the same time, that's where it comes. Acknowledge emotion without judgment. No judgment. I can see this has been frustrating to you. It sounds like you are left out. You say to the person, opposite person. Assertiveness comes when speaking clearly and respectfully. That means stay calm and firm when other person is upset. We should not we must stay firm. We should not be escalating. We should not be triggered by them. We react with them. So that means I hear your concern. I hear what we need to do. You offer solution to them. You see, you speaking clearly and respectfully to them by staying calm and firm. When you are firm, they must be thinking what you know. He is firm to me, so I must listen because he's firm. He's very focused already. So see, let's focus on a way forward together. So they will listen to you instead of them judging you. They will start to. The eye contact is very important when you speak to the person. But I hear your concern and hear what we do next. You must tell them. So they know, okay, he got a plan. He got a plan. He's not simply talking, he got a plan. He got a plan and I must respect him. That's what the firm and clearly comes in. So why balance is again, why balance matters? That's what I told you previously, the balance. Too much of empathy also is not good because avoiding hard truths. Too much of empathy, you try to be in good books, you say all good things about them, it's also not healthy. End of the day, you are not true to them. You are just faking out. Although he's wrong, you are supporting him just because he's my friend. He's my friend. My friend lah. I must support my friend. Whatever my friend is wrong, no, not like that. Not like my working colleagues. he's stealing something or he's doing something, he's not working, he have some personal issue, we cannot support him because too much of empathy, avoiding hard truths. Too much of assertiveness, also sounding cold. That means you only think about yourself. That means I am straight, I am like this. We are not empathy to another party. It's also not good. Sounding cold. Aggressive balance. Aggressive balance means when you aggressively balance, but the respect and aggressive balance comes in with respect and honesty. So all these is very, very important in conflict. Aggressive balance is respect and honesty. That's why the balance is very important for empathy and assertiveness. What do you think? Which one do you think is applicable in your daily life? Are you able to?
That's true. Whenever you have conflict with two staff, throw back the question back to them.
Speaking clearly,
How to solve this problem?
respectfully.
So A and B fight. How to solve this problem? Tell me what's the solution. Asking what's the solution. Both of them must ask separately. Then bring them together and tell. That's how you sort things out.
So, yeah.
So always
Honesty is very so important. Honesty. That
Honesty is the best policy.
aggressive balance comes with respect and honesty. So activity module, read the scenario below. Okay. So I've given you the handouts. Module 3.
About the miss deadline.
Module 3. I should have put the page number, sorry. Activity module 3, determining how to intervene, exploring and navigating decisions. Scenario 1. Two co-workers are arguing loudly in the office about a missed deadline. One accuses the other of being lazy and others nearby start to look uncomfortable. Decision. Do you intervene or no?
No.
Okay, Mr. Gandhi is telling no.
The answer is yes.
Naren? No lah, wait. Okay.
But depending who you are to that two co-workers, are you their supervisor or are you their work?
No, co-workers, normal workers.
That's right, colleagues, right? So
Colleagues.
I won't even
Arguing loudly in the office about a missed deadline. One accused other being lazy, one nearby start to look under because everybody not intervene. Dominic? Mr. Gandhi? Huh?
Give me the answer first or not?
No.
Don't
The answer will be
yes.
yes. The answer is decision. Yes, I will intervene now.
It depends who at what position you are.
Yeah.
But say co-worker means
it's colleagues.
Three of us saying, both of you arguing, why should I interfere? She's the boss, then she can interfere. So it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe the co-workers is normally the person, both of them, colleagues, right?
Three of us sitting here.
But the answer is yes, I will intervene now. Why?
You as a boss have to intervene. I cannot intervene.
Your supervisor.
Where's supervisor?
No, if at least your supervisor, not the boss.
You didn't say anything here.
No, because my role is immediate mediator. Calm the situation, separate individuals, listen. That means the co-workers is fighting. That means Mr. Gandhi and Dominic fighting. Will you intervene? No. Actually, you should, because you must calm the situation, separate individuals, listen to both sides in private. Because both of them are co-workers with you. Going to affect the productivity of work. Productivity.
But then he three of us the same position.
He must intervene because all of you are friends. The answer here, mediator, he's a mediator. He's an immediate mediator to the situation.
No,
No, cannot talk.
no, I'm just
Cannot.
telling lah.
Okay. That one can lah. Immediate mediator, calm the situation, separate individuals, listen to both sides in private. So he must be ice breaking for both of them.
Good, okay, good. That can.
He must here also. He must come down there also. Normally in your group, who's like that? Immediate mediator. Or this one? This one cannot lah. Okay. Scenario B. That's why I write here scenario A, B, C. Sorry, I think maybe confused. Scenario B. Who wants to read this loud? Mr. Gandhi, please.
Which is scenario? Which one? Number two,
During a meeting. Yeah, scenario B. Scenario
Scenario
2.
During a
Lama.
meeting, one participant rolls their eyes and looks frustrated when another person is speaking, but says nothing. The meeting continues.
Not intervene lah.
Huh?
Not intervene lah.
No, definitely no. How can you do?
Now you say anything, no.
During a meeting, a participant rolls their eyes and look frustrated when another person is speaking, but says nothing. The meeting continues.
Nothing, no fight, nothing, what? So not intervene lah. You're just looking only, what?
Yeah.
But they say,
No.
yes, correct. Naren is correct. No, I will wait or observe, but keep an eye of the behavior. Okay, correct answer. Scenario C.
The first scenario, number one, I still don't agree.
Why?
Co-workers to interfere.
Why? Mr. Gandhi?
Yeah.
Oh, you think he should not intervene?
Because three of us are same position. How can you interfere another
Because
person?
three of you are friends. You want to see your friends fighting each other.
No, it's not like that. It's
Then
not
when
the
you go
fighting.
to
It's
work,
not the fighting.
say, can you cover for me for a while? He will tell, cannot lah. I won't talk to him, He will be having problem. So to solve his this is just an example. To indirectly to solve his problem, not like that lah. We take a positive side also. Maybe three of you goes to canteen together to eat. Then one member is missing. How?
What is it?
Are you
Three
convinced?
co-workers lah.
Are you convinced?
Your three of us are friends like that.
Friends. Then three of you go for a puff for a what is this? Cigarette time. Then one is missing pula.
Cigarette?
I cannot pinjam daripada satu batang rokok dari you or him. He's becoming the mangsa already now. Pity. Say, I need to intervene because both of them are my buddies. Scenario C, a student, Dominic, student?
There's nothing. The student doesn't be participating.
Focusing also, Dominic.
This one I would intervene lah.
A student hasn't been participating in group work and has become.
If I'm the group, then
Yes,
I will
you are
intervene
the
lah,
group.
because it will affect my marks. Yeah.
Oh, the group study. Correct.
The student is never see it.
Why they say no? Decision no. I will observe for now and plan a private check-in later. But they said they brainstorm the supportive peer or leader. Oh, when you become a supportive or peer or leader, you must quietly approach the person and offer space to talk or express concern. Here.
Well, three of us are in a project. Huh?
Yeah.
Both of you put input.
Brainstorm.
First
What
time
is the
I didn't put any
scenario?
input. You are the group leader, say three of us, you are the leader. So you two put in your work. I didn't put in. So you have the right to come and talk to me. What I supposed to have lah. Don't be like that. You don't interfere immediately. Taru me.
Yeah, correct.
Understand? You must give me time also. What's your problem? Or you didn't do any research yesterday. Like that lah. So you see, you must wait.
Step 3. Okay, last one. Come. Brainstorm. What your role will be. Scenario A, your role will be. Just now I told you,
Where?
immediate mediator.
Where are you?
There. Step 2, what will your role be? This one is the brainstorming session now. the role for the scenario A. Just now the buddy co-workers. What is the role of another friend? Mediator. The answer is mediator.
We need to cool them down. Huh?
He's immediate mediator lah, because calm the situation, separate individuals, listen to both sides in private. So both sides also we have to calm down. Hey, Mr. Gandhi, what happened lah? Why both of you fight? He will go and tell. And then to Dominic, he'll go and tell. Naren will tell what?
But
Ah.
he said a story and then said a story.
He is a peacemaker.
Definitely you must listen to both sides, and then we can make a proper decision.
Scenario B,
Scenario B is what?
Observer and gentle
redirector.
redirector.
The observer is also very powerful person. They observe everything. Oh, observer is also very dangerous person, but they are also can become a peacemaker. Scenario C, become supportive peer or leader. Dominic, you must become supportive peer or leader.
Of course.
You see first. Punishment, on the spot punishment. Okay, last one. Step 3. Oh, no, finish. That's all. Okay, we are going to the last module. Another half an hour. So this is two. Okay, just now we studied about the key moments that require intervention. What is the 4 role important to you? What is the objective analysis, subjective analysis? Apply model stop and involve, encourage open communication. What is your action plan? Just now we review the.
If you say open communication, where do people do open communication? No. Nobody come and do open communication.
Open talk.
That's when
That's what they say, open talk, but no, I mean practical.
open
people
talk. Just now he go and open talk to you lah.
Yeah, but not everybody will open talk like that, true or not?
Not yet.
It's theory is correct, but is it practical?
You to resolve the conflict.
Theoretically is correct.
To resolve the conflict, you won't do.
Open talk. Yeah, but the thing they won't open properly. They won't tell properly. They won't tell the true story.
It's a true friend will open properly. But if they want empathy, they don't want to be assertiveness.
If you ask me, he will take care of himself. He also wants to cover himself. True or not? If you tell him, he also want to cover himself. I didn't finish my job. I have to cover myself also.
That one is Dominic. He is a mediator.
Just telling that. Definitely when I tell, I won't tell the whole story.
Okay.
So Dominic also will not tell the whole story to protect himself.
Module 4, this is the last module. Very important. Thomas Kilmann conflict mode and emotional intelligence. Both of these mode must be combined together. Otherwise, cannot do it successfully, a conflict management. Okay, what you will learn in module 4 is definition of Thomas Kilmann conflict mode, illustrate the conflict mode, definition of emotional intelligence, illustrate the emotional intelligence, 4 pillars strategy, compare the difference of mode and compare the difference between TKI mode and emotional intelligence, identify the flow of TKI, Thomas Kilmann mode, and emotional intelligence in your daily conflict life management. This is what we are going to learn in module 4. Just now in module 3, you all understand all the topic, this one? You want to ask any questions? Any questions here? Review module 3 just now.
Okay, done.
Dominic?
Yeah.
Forget to ask that. Okay. Okay, we'll go to the definition Thomas Kilmann conflict mode. They call it TKI. TKI. That means Thomas Kilmann conflict mode. It's a framework developed by Kenneth William Thomas and Raphael H. Kilman that identifies 5 styles of learning conflict modes handling conflict. These styles have 2 dimensions, which is one is assertiveness and another one is cooperativeness. So the degree to which assertiveness is the degree which you try to satisfy your own concern. Cooperativeness is the degree which you try to satisfy the concern of others. The conflict of others is much more important. The purpose of TKI model has some terms, which is understanding the natural conflict, how to respond, choose the most effective style, improve communication and reduce tension in professional settings, how to manage conflict in professional setting. Because if we use professional setting in our conflict management style, sure all the conflict will be resolved. So the next slide will see the TKI Thomas Kilmann mode. Thomas Kilmann conflict mode. Okay. These are the 5 main points.
Coordinating, avoiding, compromising.
Okay. More assertive. Okay. Competing. High assertiveness and low cooperation. This one is what you know. Only one can win. That means only one party will win. That party, that's what they put a term competing. That means he will be the ruling the main conversation. That means he'll be the winner lah. It's not a win-win solution. It's always win-lose solution. So this is what they call it less cooperative between 2 parties. Whereas collaborating is high assertiveness but also high cooperation. Like I reckon we can both work what we need. This is collaborating. Same like the meaning, it's like collaborating. And same is the meaning. Competing means compete. We compete each other. But this is win-lose. That one is win-win solution. Avoiding. Just now Mr. Gandhi told me that he will avoid, right? That one is more to low assertiveness. That means it's not very, it's not firm and not clear. A conversation or communication will be there because he's trying to avoid the person. And then low cooperation. He don't want to cooperate at all. He avoid totally. So there's no any communication there. There's no communication happening there. There's a communication barrier there. I don't want to talk to him. Stop. And that is not going to help a conflict. Because when not talking over about a conflict, but certain things you can ask questions.
What I mean is avoiding is in the sense this one avoiding is different. Even totally I'm avoiding. I'm telling when the person is angry, I'm just avoiding for a while. Later on.
Or de-escalation strategy. Okay. Oh, now I get it. So that means avoiding
This
is
is totally avoiding already.
This is totally avoiding because there is person like that, and we also know, right? But we cannot judge anybody. Nothing is right and wrong. It's their attitude, their behavior. We cannot say you are wrong. You cannot do this. We cannot say we're going to conflict. Definitely, you're going to have a conflict there. And then I believe that people who are introvert, it's much more dangerous, difficult. They can just like escalate, they can just like trigger, react. Suddenly they can do something. Compromising is will come this last lah. Accommodating is accommodation, accommodating. That means low,
like me lah.
low, yes, like you. Low assertiveness, but high cooperation. You're very high cooperation, but you very firm. All is very less. Wow, very good, Mr. Gandhi. You will say like, okay, let's do it your own way. Okay, whatever also okay. This is more empathy, more. So accommodating also is a very good, but this one is lose win. That means that party will lose, but other party win. But this one also is a very good de-escalation strategy. Compromising is the most people like because medium assertiveness, medium cooperation. Can we just meet up in the middle of this? But it totally depends on the individual, which one you are comfortable with it. This is also win-win solution together with the collaborating. But competing and avoiding is that competing is win lose. That party will win. The compete party will lose. Win. The another party will lose. But avoiding is lose lose solution. Collaborating is win-win. Compromising is also win-win. Accommodating is lose-win. So these 5 methods, how you want to use, which one you prefer? Naren, you can take your time to study. Maybe you can see the keyword, only one can win, they have vitamin. I recount where you can both get what we need.
Okay. If you see me Prince, I'm
Nobody can judge, nobody will judge
for me like
collaborating.
collaborating, compromise, and accommodating for me. I feel.
Fail.
I feel.
Oh, you
like,
feel.
Like for me, 3 of that lah.
These three, these three of
Yeah.
us. Collaborating,
Because-
compromise.
It refers actually to 3 different situations.
Yeah, I know, like, but I feel like
No, he's comfortable of 3 of that.
Yeah, that's why I say it's 3 different situations. Certain situation you can use that.
yeah,
Certain situation.
yeah, true.
So you can use but the number one, the competing is wrong lah. The one is bossy type. Aku je nak menang.
But like what you say, Mr. Gandhi, it depends on the situation also. When it comes to fight for your rights, when you are not wrong, you never steal one product, you never steal the laptop. You should use which collaboration, what model, TK model, conflict model you should use when it comes to fight for your rights.
But I don't think so. That
No. This one competing means say in a company lah, project.
Company is company.
I'm giving an example.
Company, that one is really competing lah.
So it won't help in any sense.
If old school company, it's always like that, right?
Yeah.
The boss is always right.
That's right. But they are always right and they always win. True enough. They always
So
right.
we will be in accommodating.
Dom also I feel.
Huh?
I feel
Dominic, you choose
3 so for
Yeah.
Dominic.
3,
Yeah.
Dominic, which one? 3.
Right.
Correct, Mr. Mr. Gandhi?
There's 3.
3.
The most
3 also.
workable. It all depends on the situation.
So that means it's all
And-
depend on
and-
the situation.
and what position you are in. And what position you are in.
For- Yes, correct.
Every situation depends on the position you are in.
Actually, to be honest, all of us got this all 5 also.
Yes, correct.
All of us got me, but in different situation we use it different way.
Mm.
But mostly means the 3 lah.
Yes, correct. Medium assertiveness, medium cooperation. Can we just meet in the middle of this?
Middle means you also don't lose, I also don't lose.
Yeah.
Compromise.
Win-win.
We compromise.
Okay, now this is the illustration of the TKI mode lah. Like
The method 1. indicates
method
a high
1,
concern for
high,
self. Means the person only thinks of himself,
yes,
He don't
and
care
low
about
concern
this.
for others. When we compete, we are striving to win the conflict potentially at the expenses or loss. Whether you gain or loss, he's not bothered. He is going to win the conflict. The competing styles usually result in a win-lose scenario whereby one party must win while the other losses. Negotiators tend to focus on their interests and they are result oriented. The compromising style focuses on finding an agreement that is mutually beneficial for all of the parties. This is he's talking about the compromising style. How about the avoiding style? Low assertiveness, low cooperativeness. Nothing, there's nothing. The avoiding style involves deliberately withdrawal from any conflict. He is not going to discuss. Rather than addressing it directly, it reflects low concern for both of your own goals and the other personal goals. Concern for self and low concern for others, and no direct communication about the conflict. Okay, next. Avoiding, okay, this one is the continuous lah. In general, avoiding doesn't mean that there is a communication about the conflict. Remember, you cannot communicate. You cannot communicate. Avoidance, totally no communication at all. Even when we try to avoid conflict, we may intentionally or unintentionally give our feelings away through our verbal and non-verbal communication. The accommodating style, low assertiveness and high cooperativeness means a conflict management indicates low concern for self and high concern for other self. Accommodating, Mr. Gandhi. That means often viewed as passive or submissive in that someone compiles or it obligates another without providing personal input. I should use spectacle lah. The accommodating style. Okay, again, this is continuous. The style is about putting other parties' needs before one own. You allow them to win and get their way. Accommodation is for situation where you don't care as strongly about the situation or the person. The compromising style is moderate, is more to win-win solution. And even though it indicates low investment in the conflict and the relationship, low investment, but it's the best way to handle the conflict as to compromise each other. This is partially win-lose. The compromising style isn't a win-win solution, it's a partially win-lose. And the continuously of the compromising style involves both parties in order to reach a mutually acceptable solution. It seeks middle ground outcome that partially satisfy both sides, often called a give and take approach. The collaborating styles is high assertiveness and high cooperativeness. It involves a high concern for ourselves, collaborating win-win solution. And it's find win-win solution by working with another person fully to satisfy the concerns both parties. It focus open dialogue, mutual respect and creative problem solving. Some more to theoretical part. The collaborating style is also win-win situation whereby communication competency is whereby it takes in terms of working in a communication competency ultimately leads to win-win situation whereby neither party has to make concession because a mutual beneficial solution is discovered or created. The advantage is both parties are satisfied, which could lead to a positive problem solving in the future and strengthen overall relationship. The collaborating, both of them collaborate. This is more to high assertiveness and high cooperativeness. Okay, these are the what you call image for to more understand about competing. Competing is more like, you know,
Then how this?
Avoiding
competing is like I'm the one.
the bossy type.
The bossy type. Avoiding is run away from the problem. Accommodating is more to like, okay, I listen to whatever you tell. Compromising is, okay, what you tell also I listen, what you tell, oh, whatever you want to do also do like that. And another one more is collaborating. Both of us
Work together.
work together. We make up to each other. I think like this is much more better. Okay. This one is also very important. Definition of the emotional intelligence, normally for people who are very sensitive, where the EI comes in, EQ. Emotional intelligence in a conflict management refers to ability to recognize, understand, manage our own emotion as well as others. Both parties are also important in order to resolve disagreements constructively and maintain healthy working relationship. So the four pillars of emotional intelligence is self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, which is, that means if we are talking about ourselves, self-awareness, we must have our self-awareness. We must have also social awareness. We also must think about other people's feelings, emotion. We also must take care of our own feelings and emotion. We must know what is best for you, what is not best for us. We must not let other people to hurt us, to take advantage on us. We must love ourselves also. The action is self-management. How you manage yourself. What are the steps that you must take for self-love? Once in a while, you give a treat for yourself. You go somewhere. You go for a what you call a
Every day we got
holiday. Go somewhere. Take a time off. Your fun time.
every day,
Happy hour time.
every day.
Every day happy hour. That is very self-awareness. And relationship management also is very important. You must also manage your relationship with your girlfriend. Must bring her for a movie. Manage. Single. Oh, that's very. Then the others also have social awareness. So this one all is also in pattern together with language, behavior patterns, and performance.
Right.
Okay. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay, the first pillar of self-awareness, know yourself before reacting. What that mean? Know yourself before reacting. What does that means? Can I bring this there? It should be here. Understanding your own emotion triggers, strengths, and weakness. Actually, you must do this one for your own self, like SWOT, strength. Business there. What is your strength? What is your strength, Dominic? What is your weakness? What is your opportunity threats? You must put like. Normally, people will tell, but we won't do, right? Even I also never do it, but I think I must do it. I must know what is my strength, what is my weakness,
Strength is self-discipline.
what my opportunities. He is a bit self-disciplined in his workout. He's a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Bodybuilder. He's very disciplined about his
Health,
food.
food, health. And
Very good, very good. His strength lah. He, I'm not going to talk about weakness. Opportunities is he can. Opportunities for him. Opportunities he can become a very good fitness instructor. Maybe globally,
I
Worldly.
don't have an interest to become a trainer. Then
Not for now, lah.
He's been training few of them in
is that
BSc.
is that?
Correct, right, Varin?
Oh, my friends lah.
Actually, Varin, I don't know about Varin. Varin terlepas kot. Kalau tak, Varin pun kena juga. Varin come do workout.
Oh, gym. Lah.
And then you must know, understanding your own emotion, trigger, strength, weakness. You must not do the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. I think I also must, after this, I go and do. Opportunity, threats. Okay. Then okay, how these will go into the conflict. When you recognize you're becoming defensive in a team discussion, take a moment to breathe before responding. Sometimes I want to talk, this one is wrong. Sometimes we get very aggregated, right? So we must take a moment to breathe. Breathing technique also is very important. Sometimes we get stressed out because of that. Second pillar, self-management, is self-regulation. That means control your emotion. Don't let them control you. Sometimes our mind or heart, another voice is telling you, no, you go and beat him, you can do this, that one. How come he can talk to you like that? Like this. Don't let the emotion to control this. This is where emotional intelligence comes. Managing your emotions in healthy ways. That means staying calm under pressure. Sometimes people want to make you trigger, They want to see you react to the situation. People like to see you react to the situation because there is certain of people, when you react to the situation, they win. They feel like, finally I make him angry, True. Actually, I cannot talk Tamil if no. So managing your emotion in healthy ways, staying calm under pressure and adapter. Strategy, practice pause before respond. Pause. Using calming techniques, deep breath, count 1, 2, 3. In the one movie also, I think Prabhu Deva told, right? If you get angry, you count until 10.
Who is practicing all that?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I also must practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next time, Mr. Gandhi. No. I learned a lot from this. After this, 1, 2, 3, 4. After doing this slide, I was thinking, why I did this conflict management, because it's also conflict management about ourselves also. Although I also must learn a lot from here.
So many.
Yeah. And then avoid impulsive reactions or blame. Or actually, this one should be blame. Example, in conflict, you remain calm and professional when someone challenges your idea in front of you. Some people will challenge your ideas. You see, he go and tell like this, challenging your ego, everything, triggering you. How you feel? You feel triggered. You feel like, why he's humiliating me like that? You're triggering them. The third pillar is social awareness, empathy. Understand others even when you disagree. This now I was telling, right? Empathy. What it means is recognizing the emotional and needs for others, especially in group or conflict situations. Although you don't like them, your empathy, like you see they are in a very devastating situation, you should have empathy lah. Practice active listening. Actually, the person who listen more about other people's problem is the people who listen more is actually the person who gain a lot of knowledge. They don't reveal about themselves. They listen. And that person is the most knowledgeable person in the group. They will listen only. Sometimes they pretend they don't know anything. They listen, but they actually know everything, but they just want to observe only. Observer. So you notice a college essentially you notice a college mates is unusually quiet during a heated discussion and gently checking them with them after. They are very quiet. That sort of person also you must check why they are always quiet. Sometimes they also have some, you cannot like just leave them. He is a quiet type lah. Just leave him lah. Just leave him lah. Don't bother him. Cannot do like that. You must have empathy towards others. Communicate. The fourth pillar is relationship management, which is social skills. You communicate with clarity and a connection. What this means: using emotional insight to build trust, influence positively, and resolve disagreement constructively. This is the continuous from the self-management, self-regulation. The I statement, communicate with I statement. This one very important. Not to blame. That means I understand, I know you're in this problem. You must always use the I statement. Give and receive feedback respectfully. Guide others towards shared goals. Example of conflict: you bring two team members together to resolve a misunderstanding. Just now the co-workers misunderstanding using respectful open dialogue. Mr. Gandhi, you see, you must bring to resolve misunderstanding, but using respectful and open dialogue lah. No need to like openly you must discuss. But just now you said no, nobody discuss open, right? You speak, sorry, you speak to them privately. Later, express how you feel and ask how to help. That means you must speak to each of them privately. Cannot speak one together. Scared later they escalate. So this is a bit of image, self-awareness, self-regulation, understanding others, managing relationship. That one is inner, outer, and these are the difference between emotional intelligence and Thomas Kilmann conflict mode. The difference, because you must be confused, right? What is these two also same? No. You see, emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotion, both your own and others. But in TKI, a model that identifies 5 different ways, this one, the competing, collaborating, all these things, which we respond to a conflict. That means we have these 5 mode, we can respond to the conflict. This one is more to the feelings. So the purpose is for emotional intelligence is to improve emotional control. But in TKI, it's most effective conflict handling style. So the focus area for emotional intelligence is emotional self-awareness and interpersonal dynamic. Yourself, interpersonal dynamic. Yourself is dynamic. But in TKI, it's behavior response to conflict situation. We can use the 5 mode for all the conflicts, whatever you feel like applicable to the situation. So the core components is self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, social skill, undercomes emotion. This one all about yourself. But Thomas Kilmann is the 5 step lah. How it used. Emotional intelligence, they manage emotion during communication stress disagreements. But TKI, they select appropriate strategy. The training outcome is better emotional control. TKI is more flexible and situational conflict resolution. That means see the conflict, which conflict and which situation. Example using for emotional intelligence is staying calm and empathy during a heated discussion. Staying calm, empathy. We are pity on the person who are fighting, choosing to collaborate interests of to compete team conflict is TKI. That means You collaborate when the heated up discussion. Both parties win-win solution. The tools assessment is EI self-assessment 300. Okay, this one later I'll give you. Actually, we're going to finish already. This one will give more example lah. TKI mode is understanding the flow means observing your conflict style TKI. How the TKI and the emotional intelligence work. Competing means TKI mode, but in emotional intelligence is I insist on my point without listening. Behavior example. The result is tension increase. Oh, this one is behavior example. That means they insist on their point only. Tension increase. Avoiding is I stay quiet and I didn't address the issue. What will happen? Conflict remain unsolved. Accommodating will be I give in to avoid conflict. That one is short-term peace but not resolve but frustration. Accommodating. Collaborating, accommodating. I gave it to avoid conflict, but short-term peace, but frustration also. You might feel long-term frustration. Collaborating, I know what you think. I invited discussion and found a win-win solution, but the result mutual understanding and progress. Okay, compromising is I offered a middle ground, fast resolution, partial satisfaction. I think collaborating is much more better, I think. Collaborating. Mutual understanding and progress. Okay, I think case study, a college interrupts you. This one will understand more better, but we finish faster. A college interrupts you repeatedly in meetings. EI used. You stay calm, self-regulation, and think before reacting. A college always calm. He interrupt. TKI use you choose collaborating by speaking to them privately. Privately you speak to them, invite them, two-way conversation. The outcome is the college may apologize and both of you agree on better communication boundaries. The key takeaway for this is managing conflict well means balancing your emotional awareness EI with right response TKI. That means collaborating. Okay, going to finish already. Use I already give you the A4 paper, right? So for group, think of a recent conflict. What TKI style? You can just write it in a very that means collaborating or what you can choose either one. Brainstorm what was the five main Thomas Kilman what? Collaborating. See how Dominic. Okay.
Competing.
Hmm.
Accommodating. What's your more?
Lawyer lah.
Avoiding.
Naren, I'll ask Naren. Definition of EI? Emotional intelligence. Never mind. Emotional intelligence. Answer? Betul dia. Okay.
I just said it was right.
Okay. Which, okay, correlate the TKI. Okay. This one, mini activity. Just now I give you the A4, right? Just write the recent conflict. I already write, right?
True or false question.
Or else you can do the multiple choice cues. That one much more easier, right? Because times the last page. The handouts you can take there. Which TKI conflict style is described as assertive and uncooperative win-lose approach? Which TKI?
Quiz.
Hmm.
Thomas Kilman.
This one.
No.
That one you can bring back home and do.
Read.
We review for some. What is the TKI mode? I already explained the TKI mode definition, right? And the 5 TKI mode of strategy, and the emotional intelligence definition, and 4 pillars of strategy, and the cooperation between TKI and EI mode just now. What is your action plan for daily conflict life management? And then the learning outcome. What did you learn from what you are able to? Learning points is define and understanding all about conflict management, plan conflict management with de-escalation strategy, and how to intervene by exploring your role and navigating decision tactfully, design and implement Thomas Gilman mode, and emotional intelligence 4 pillars, right? Do you have any question?
No.
No.
Dominic?
Okay.
Okay. That's all for now. You can ask any question.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.